Hello, hello, hello. Top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night to one and all. It is Sunday, January 14th. I think so. Outside of society. Right on a button, 10 o'clock. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Okay, good. Just got to change out my earbuds. Give me a second. I got low bass. Just don't talk because you're going to get an echo. Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
Oh,
Yes.
good. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, let's talk, man. Let's talk, huh? Well, first off, I want to give a huge shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lance. Thank you. Where's here we go. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Jason. Let's talk about some stuff. You ready for this?
It's always nice when you one up everybody else.
That's okay, Jordan. You're gonna need that $50 to back you up after this one. So I want to talk about a couple things here. I want to give a huge shout out right now to Mike Spade out of New York City. Let me tell you why I want to give my man a shout out. My man messages me throughout the week with the edgiest shit that I've ever seen on the internet. And he's like, "Hey man, how about this one for Sunday on Outside of Society?" All right. That's edgy. I like, and I'll just look at the title. I don't need to watch it because I don't want to watch it because it's gonna ruin the response. Now, Mike Spade is a guy that's not really active, but he's here. I've got two other people that are active all the fucking time, and they don't submit any kind of content. What's up, Europeans?
You're welcome.
No, what's up? Why don't you guys ever give me edgy shit? No, not. Let's see how when the fish don't fry in the kitchen, the beans don't burn on the grill. Let's hear it. Or whatever it is. I want to hear. Why don't you guys help me out? You just want me to wing it? Oh, let's see. You always talk about people with thick skin. Let's talk about thick skin.
Oh no, I have no.
You were busy
excuses.
eating dinner.
I just
Right.
No. That's not a valid excuse at all. As you know, you probably know me fairly well. I don't go on the internet at all. Only if
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
I don't browse.
That's fair enough. I'll give you a pass, Matthew. I'll give you a pass.
I tried, but the stuff I sent you isn't good enough, I think.
The same thing with Braid. They send me the shit that is like corny. I need edgy, man. I need fucking punch in the throat. Racism. Edgy. Sexy. Nipples. All right, that's what I want to see. I want to see kids dying on trains. You know, I want to see the shit that nobody wants to see. You know, I want to see like pre-aborted babies. Like, give me the shit that is like, whoa, dude. That's a baby arm. I know. Let's talk about it.
And because of all that, we are now not demonetized. Just by the intro.
Yeah, anyway, okay. So how's everybody doing now? Jordan's good. He partied last night, woke up late. That's good. Matthew, you're good? You look good.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good? You don't seem too
good.
excited to be here. Is something wrong?
No. I'm
Okay.
always excited to be here.
Oh, yeah. I hear it in your voice. Spade, and you're good too?
Smoke machine? Hold on. Does he have a smoke machine? Because it doesn't.
That's
stop.
an incense. He put an incense
it's
directly underneath the camera. He wants to set the mood.
He's not even vaping. Where is all that coming from?
That's a damn good question.
Wait till I start the Hare Krishna Hare.
Yeah, but why is there all that vape there? What are you doing? What is that?
I tried to blow it that way when it comes back somehow. I don't know.
You could just blow it up, right? I mean, I don't know if you know how vape works or smoke, but if you blow it up, it goes away.
Do it the other way.
That's the window. That's
Nice,
certain to come back then.
It's going towards the window on from what I'm seeing.
Doesn't your window suck or do they blow? Do you have two windows open in the house? Let me help you out with physics.
No. The windows
just
are
got
closed.
one open?
No windows open. It's little cold here.
And there's
Did
still
you
a
know that
draft.
Did you know that they used to be back in the day before they did air conditioning? That you get proper air conditioning if you have two windows open in your house.
Yeah, the
An exhaust and an intake. Yeah. Okay, so since none of the Europeans are basically of no use, they just have opinions now. They don't submit anything for the content, so that's good. One doesn't browse the internet, goes out to dinner all the time, and the other one is just fucking grumpy all the time. So I'm working with basically a tough crowd. Problem is, my crowd is actually the people on my panel. All right, so I guess we're going for this. Starting off with a video. No?
Unless somebody else has something else to say.
I want to say something that is offline real quick. You know, a little bit of off color. Jorn, I love that you get out. I love that you get to see parts of Europe that you don't really get to see because you don't browse the internet, right? But it's a genuine question. For somebody that does not have a lot of friends, why every weekend do you seem to be with them?
It's the same people. So the number,
Oh, so you didn't say
you
that.
are correct.
You didn't say that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you don't say
no,
names,
but
you know?
No, I never do.
Oh, okay.
Never know.
Oh, then that answers the question. That's fine. I was gonna say, because every weekend you're with your friends. I'm like, yo, this dude's he's got a lot of fucking friends, man. I mean, there's a lot of people.
I think
good.
it's nice that you think my people skills are that great that I've.
Well, we know your
multiple
internet
ones.
searching skills are absolutely fucking trash, so you have
Shit.
to make up for it somewhere. Right? You can't find anything worth talking about. You give me news about Belgium making a new waffle with French fries on it. I can't talk about that. Like, nobody gives a shit in our chat about waffle fries. Well, maybe waffle fries, but not fries on a waffle. Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just, I don't know if it really is going to catch on. I don't think it's going to catch on at all.
Waffle fries are delicious. Okay, so Spade sent this to me. He said, Jay, you're going to love this. Now, I got a whole story with this dude, but I'm not going to get into it because it's like I feel like I'm trying to ride coattails and I'm not. But I'm going to play this thing. I have not watched this at all. He sent this to me. Actually, that's not the guy. So that's his channel, but that's not the guy talking. So we're going to send this. We're going to play this. And then we're going to give
You're
our
talking
opinions
about the
on it.
host?
Yeah, the
The
host.
host of that show?
Yeah. Keith, yeah. All right, so.
This guy. That's the host, isn't it?
No,
Oh. I thought that was the host.
no, that's the buddy. Okay, we're all in here. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. And we have no audio. So, okay, let's give that a refresh. Let's do it again. What is up, bro?
Masculinity.
No such thing. There are toxic people, and those toxic people can be masculine or feminine. But when the man pulls you out of your burning building, you don't give a fuck how masculine he is. There's no two masculine men. Masculinity is masculinity. Femininity is femininity.
There is such thing as toxic masculinity.
There is no the toxic.
Disavow.
So toxic masculinity was a term created in the 1990s when psychologists were trying to study violent offenders in prison. When guys would step on each other's toes and then they would start stabbing each other, it was just a term that was used by those psychiatrists to determine a type of behavior where men would resort to extreme levels of violence for no reason. And then somehow mainstream psychology got a hold of it and became this pop term. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. There is just masculinity, and then there are some people who are toxic. That has nothing to do with each other. I can show you tons of people who are extremely toxic online, and some of them are masculine and some of them are feminine, but the two are mutually exclusive. The idea of toxic masculinity is to shame men for doing things that other people don't agree with. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity.
No such thing as toxic masculinity.
Okay, well, I'd say that, okay, that clip sucked. Let me tell you why that clip sucked. Because I wanted to hear her response to that. And we didn't get to hear that. We just heard him explain what toxic masculinity is. Now, that's our topic. Now, since Spade, you're the only one that watched this, is it true what he says? Or are you just spreading him misinformation?
Is it true? Yeah.
Nope. Not asking your opinion. I'm asking you, is that true what he said?
I believe so. I didn't go
See,
fully.
you're spreading misinformation.
I said I believe so.
Okay, that can't be it. If you're gonna give me something like this and you're gonna watch it, you're gonna need, because now he's spitting truth. He's not spitting an opinion. And if that is valid, we can make a whole stream over that. I got you, because you're on a PC and that's slow as shit.
I'm not.
What is it? What do you got? Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
I see it. The term toxic masculinity originated in the mythopoetic men's movement of the 1980s and 1990s. It later found use wide in academic and popular academics or psychiatry. Right. Okay. So, all right. Truth. Whether it's that specific truth of stabbing people, fine, let's go with it. Okay. That's a good topic. Toxic masculinity. Do you guys believe in it?
No.
The way the media portrays it today, no. The way he explained it, yes.
Okay, backwards. What happened to you guys this past week? Did we forget how we do outside of society? Did you guys turn into a bunch of bitches? Okay. Let me try this again. Let's try this one more time. First off, Spade, you guys are really all irritating me today. Matthew's keeping his mouth shut, but you guys are irritating me. Listen. It's not media. It's social media. I don't hear CNN telling people.
No, you're right. I should have said social media.
I don't hear ABC saying the toxic masculinity today and the presidential run is out of this world. It is insurmountable, and we have to nip it in the bud. Okay, toxic masculinity. Let's try this. Toxic masculinity, gaslighting, virtue signaling are all words that are given out by a medical professional because they read a DSM and they think that every person is the same, therefore we shall put labels on everything. Correct or incorrect?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Now, that being said, can someone exude? I'm not asking where it started from. I'm saying, can someone exude toxic masculinity?
Yes.
If you want to base it off of his definition or base it off of your own definition, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes? Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Jordan?
If it's a term you invented, you can put it on anything. So no.
Okay, the people that said
200
yes,
years ago, that term didn't exist, and now you're putting it. Now you're giving it out willy-nilly. So no, I don't believe in the term, and I don't believe in it in general.
You don't believe in a term because it's a newer term and it's something that you want to put a label on for something that is what? What is?
Yes.
Okay, so you just think there's masculinity. There's no such thing.
Yes.
What about someone being toxic?
100%.
That's a word.
That's also a new. That's
No,
also a new
no, it's
label.
not. No, it's not. The word toxic comes from toxic waste.
Yeah,
That
but
has been
was
out.
Never used. That was never used for a human. So
And
that's
neither was
fairly
garbage.
new.
Neither was garbage.
Yes, good. Yeah, but see, that's also what you wouldn't.
So
call a
garbage
person
is a bad word for a person?
Yeah. What?
No,
well,
it's
they-
not.
they're
Your
using it
attitude right now is garbage. You say this. You use... No, bro, you can't say that we're taking a word. It's one thing where you're changing the definition. You're not changing your definition. You're not. If you're saying something is garbage, you're saying it's trash, it's bad, it's weak. Just like real garbage. If you're saying something is toxic, like real toxic waste, they're bad. They're whatever. They're baseline definition words. We've went over definitions. We might have to do the dictionary A through Z. It's going to take a while, but we might have to do that and go through this because you guys were on the panel with me where I talked about definitions. If the argument is masculinity exists, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Femininity exists, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Barely. Yes.
Toxic exists, right? Someone could be toxic. Someone could be a garbage person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Why
so.
why can't they be garbage? Why can't they be toxic then? If they could be garbage, why can't they be toxic?
Well, both of them. Apparently now they can.
Okay, Jordan.
It's just-
Okay, Jordan.
In my mind,
You have a
I see that
relationship.
as something.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You've said this yourself. I got you though, Mr. Stubborn. You have a man that beats his wife every single day. Every single day. You have a woman that beats her husband every single day. They are in a relationship together. Are they or are they not toxic? It's a simple question, bro. Are they or are they not?
I'll use that term. Yes.
Okay, so we could use that term there. Why can't we use that term to describe one person?
I would. Yeah. Okay. As a society, yes, but I want to bet, Jay, that you wouldn't use that term in that situation, and neither would I. They would just either,
What, toxic
or bad
masculinity? No.
people.
I would just
toxic
say
or garbage person. I don't
Oh,
think.
I've-
To me, toxic seems like you said toxic waste. So I would align
I've
that
called
with
people
an
toxic
object.
before. I've called people
With
toxic
an object
before.
and garbage as well. That's an object. I wouldn't use that to describe a person.
What's wrong with your throat? You sound a little scratchy. You good?
Yeah, sort of. But I'm okay. Don't you
Much
think
drinking last night.
it was normal?
No, I
that
think
you
he's getting a
use
little
those-
emotional is what I think it is. But no. Oh, you're not
so,
getting emotional? Okay, that's
so-
good. That's good. So you have no
No.
emotions. That's good. So you're toxic.
No.
So I've called people I've called people toxic before. Absolutely, there's people. I believe there are people that are toxic. I wouldn't use it the way people do, like social media. Oh, that guy's toxic. No, I think that if someone just spews bullshit out of their face, I mean, I want to. It wouldn't be the first choice of words. That would be my fist in his mouth. But it would. Online, I think that people can be toxic, and I really want to hear more about you can't be toxic masculinity. If you're using his definition, fine, then it doesn't exist. Maybe in prison it does.
I'd say it does exist, but it runs both ways. You can be toxic feminism or toxic masculinism. So it has nothing to do. You can use either or.
about
You
just
can
being
even
toxic?
be a man. Yeah,
Just be
being
toxic.
toxic.
But
Right,
I think
the
because
second part is-
women want to use it because they're just making a man
Yeah.
be weaker. You're trying to degrade a man.
abuse it.
Sure, of course. You're trying to belittle the man. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Just like if a man calls a woman a cunt, he's trying to belittle the woman. It's
Right.
not constructive. It's not helping anything.
I think overall, with a man, it wouldn't work, right? Overall, if we're talking percentages wise, I think men overall are less affected by words than women are. Think about it, Spade. When's the last time someone called you
I'm not-
something and it really affected you?
Right. No. I totally agree and disagree with you all at the same time because
Okay, I'm interested.
I'm not going to get affected by the words, but there are other guys out there who will get affected by your words because that's the society we live in today.
Why did you do this quote?
Because I said guys, because they may not be
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
I think men do get equally. It's just the words. If you said to a man, watch this. I got you. We're not being funny. We're being serious. You got a small dick. Most men, that would hurt. They may not say it would hurt, but most men, it would affect. I'd say 95% of men. Unless, of course, they're working with a baseball bat or like a baby's forearm, then, of course, they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can knock over a cup on a shelf. You know, your breasts do that, but that's because they're saggy. My dick is just big. So I don't think that I do believe that men do get equally affected, just not by simplistic words. If you walk down the street, I challenge you to go in Harlem. I'm going to pick Harlem, Spanish Harlem. Comiskey. You have no idea what that is. Whatever. We'll just say it's not a nice area. Sure. Okay, you know what it is. It's just the ghetto, okay? Majority of it is the ghetto. They built it up, but it's not the point. The point is if you walk down there, or just regular Harlem, and it was just like, yo, you a dumbass bitch, dude. I guarantee you, he may not say, oh, that hurts my feelings. But I promise you, he's going to show you that it affected him by his hands. Now, if he just keeps walking, then yes, he doesn't let words affect him. I think men are very barbaric in a sense where, and I'm not saying this to the great men, I just think that men are very confrontational creatures. So if you say something to a man and it bothers him, he's not going to cry about it. He's going to show you that it affects him.
I would agree with that.
No?
Totally, 100%.
Matthew? No?
Yeah, it has, like Spade said, it has more physical consequences than with women, I think. Women
Absolutely.
are more happy and
Absolutely.
snide and
Yeah,
back.
but
and
what about you, Jordan? You don't believe that? What I just said?
Yes, to a certain part. Yeah, in the sense...
Contraband touching my nipples. Contraband touching my nipples. What happened, bro?
Yeah,
Boop.
but that's true for most people. I agree with your statement. The only caveat I want to add to that, I think it's a certain age bracket to that. If you go younger, I don't think they're that physical anymore. I think they're more, with a lack of a better word, softer. I think they would either just not respond or cry. So no physical confrontation,
I don't think
because
so.
they would avoid the physical
I
confrontation.
disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree with that too.
Okay.
I've seen some of these TikTokers, bro. They'll throw down with a store owner. Like, I'm not saying it's like a good throwdown. You know, I'm not talking about like two brawlers. I'm talking about like throwing ice cream at people, showing some type of emotion. But I don't know why it's bad to show emotion. Why would it be a bad thing to throw ice cream at a store owner? Why would it? You're showing how you feel. Should we? Mm-hmm. I thought the idea is that, see, this is the problem I have with not just the internet, with people. Like, you want to say it's okay to do one thing, but it's not okay to do the other, but they both fall in the same bracket. You tell people not to hold in their emotions. Don't let it bottle up. Don't do that. You're going to blow one day. So let them throw the fucking ice cream in your face. Like, what do you want them to do? Like, pick your battle. Don't do cancel culture. Candace Owens, I want her off my show. What the fuck, bro? I thought you're against cancel culture. So, like, you can't. You're being a hypocrite. I do believe that kids on TikTok, or even, and I hate saying kids on TikTok, teenagers on TikTok, or anybody for that matter, just go outside and try it. If you're saying that you think men don't show their emotions or get angry or can, I don't know if that's not being toxic. That's being defensive. A little bit different. I think it's a little bit different. That's my opinion. I don't. Is it disrespectful? I don't know. I don't know.
No. If somebody hurts your feelings and you hurt their feelings back, and you're not allowed to do it, but they are, that's not right.
Says who?
Well, you're not allowed to say the equivalent thing to a woman, but they are allowed to say that we're toxic and whatever. But it doesn't work the other way around, because then they don't like it anymore all of a sudden.
You have to give me more. You have to give me more context. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, Matthew.
So if you like women calling men toxic and whatever, the whole thing of toxicity, and he's bad and he's. But when you try to do the same thing, exactly the same thing, just turn it on them, you're gonna get more toxicity back, because you're supposed to be canceled, and you're chauvinistic, and you're a pig, and you're gay, and you're whatever.
Okay, so now flip it. Now flip that same argument you just said, and now use the words that people would. So that's on men. Okay, those are things on men, right? The things you just said, those labels. What would be the labels you would use on a woman?
Well, if you want a hoe, a gold digger,
Okay.
toxic feminist,
Okay.
so you could throw that back in their face, but they're not going to respond to that in kind either.
I'd say hoe and gold digger are probably ones that will set most women off. Or whore.
Yeah.
Right. Slut, cunt. Like, these will set women off. So you don't think that women are saying these things to men to set them off?
Probably to get a reaction or to.
Of course.
I think it's more just to hurt feelings. So they want to shut you up. Say that women use words and feelings more than we do.
And you allow them, but you allow them. We talked about this last week, Matthew, but you're allowing them to be weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not, let them say whatever they want. You're letting those words affect you.
It's almost as if they're instigating. They're instigating the situation.
Problem.
I think there should be repercussions for what you say.
Yep.
And this applies to men and women. If a woman wants to say these things to me, if I'm walking down the street and she's like, hey, you fat fuck, and it's a woman, I'm not going to knock her teeth out. I'm going to be like, I know you ain't calling me fat. You know, like, I'm going to go next. I'm going to hurt your feelings. You have no idea. I'm going to make you feel about this big, and you're going to want to hit me. Then I'm going to knock you out. But now, if a dude did it, it's different. It's probably because I don't want to, hit a woman, unless it's warranted. So, but you let that word become a weapon. I don't let the words bother me. I just think that there should be a repercussion for what you say or what you do. Nothing. Okay, I'll fix the awkwardness.
I agree. There's only one thing. I want it to be between people then, Jay. I don't want the government to step in and do it for them. Like fines or jail time, that the government is now pushing that, oh, you can't say this or you'll get fined or you get
I agree. That I agree with.
Yeah.
That I agree.
You can stand against it all you want if the major part of society and social media works with the wokeness. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get canceled.
I'm not 100% sure about what you said. I think it's like Jay said. We're all the same. We're the problem. The right goes this. Oh, you can't woke, and then once they see an opportunity to try to cancel something they don't agree with, they grab the same chances. We're the problem. We as a whole, humanity as a whole, is the problem.
If you want to get somewhere,
I don't think it's the government. I don't think it's doctors. I think it's people as a whole is the issue. You let it. You're the one doing it all. If you just, I don't want to say minded your own business. Well, yes.
That's the fix. Fix. We're done.
If you just minded your own business and did your own shit, because everybody's about being selfish, right? They're doing TikTok videos, Instagram. Everybody's all about being selfish and not including other people. Take that same mentality and continue your life like that. Step on whoever you got to step on to get to where you need to go. Agree with that. Step over whoever you need to step over to get to where you need to go. Just don't bring other people in it. The problem is those people that get stepped on or those people that get stepped over make a huge stink because, well, they were weak and they were down on the floor.
Yep.
And then also, don't complain if people step on you.
Oh, and
yes, 100% agree. You should have got up and not let them step over you. Make yourself a bigger obstacle. Quite figuratively and rhetorically. Stand up tall. He can't jump over you anymore.
Well, go against the bully, basically.
And another one, maybe this is a really good one. If you started off tomorrow that every single person on this planet keeps their opinion to themselves, I think that would solve a lot.
Thing is,
You think so?
No, I think that would be bad. That would be bad because people would have less to occupy their time with today than if nobody. Say what you said again.
Okay.
Because I don't want to misquote you.
No. If everyone tomorrow started off with keeping their opinions to themselves.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think you should have an opinion and you should be able to say it. Just say it from the comfort of your home.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah,
But
like the
now
whole
they feel like they need to expand on it, and they
right.
have to share it with everyone, and I mean every single
But
one.
if they didn't share those opinions, you wouldn't know what other type of people are out there, right?
I
Right.
don't need to know.
You do need to know. You do. Because if you don't know, you have no idea what's going to happen when you step out there.
Yep.
You have to be prepared for what's outside. I mean, you can't just, I mean, you could be a hermit, but you might go into your house in the 40s where, people are riding around in cars that have bicycle tires for wheels, and then finally come out 6 years later and you're just, like people that are locked up the whole life, you have no idea. So you have to keep up with the Joneses, right? Keeping up with the Joneses, you have to. So I don't think there's anything wrong with social media. I don't think there's anything wrong with TikTok, Instagram. Girls want to show off their asses. It's no different today on TikTok than it was in the 90s in clubs. There's zero difference, bro. One is behind a camera, the other one is in front of people. And I would argue and say that the 90s one is more dangerous than the one that is online.
Internet and social media on itself or in itself is inherently neutral. It's not bad. It's not good. It's the
It's
people
what
that
you
are on it.
search and it's what you look for is what you're going to find. So you might find more liberal things because that's algorithm. That's on you. That doesn't mean that the other side doesn't exist. You just don't look for it. Or the internet does not want to show you that. Or let me rephrase that. Google does not want to show you that. Not the internet. That's on you. I mean, well, that's on their stuff. Then change your algorithm or go to a different website. You can find people that talk far right, find people that talk far left on YouTube. You just have to look for it.
But you nailed it though when you said the algorithm, because if you're always looking at pro something that you're looking for, you're going to be in that algorithm, and that algorithm is always going to pump out all these things that you like, whether you're on the left side or the right side, right? So if you search both sides, the algorithm doesn't know where to put you, so it just shows you everything, or at least tries to show you stuff. Because that's what we all are today. All we are is an algorithm, right? That's what the internet has turned into.
I don't think it's balanced because
It's not.
due to the wokeness, there is more stuff to the right that's going to be filtered out than there is stuff to the left.
Yeah, but if you're continuously searching things for the right, you're going to find things for the right. If you're continuously searching for things for the left, that's what you're going to find. You're never going to find the middle ground.
It's not a balance. It's not 50-50.
No, it's not.
That's whether government or social media or whatever does it, or Google, or I don't care. Stuff gets filtered out. We all know this.
Right. And that's when they say that they're pushing their agenda, because it's like, I can only find this, but that's because the other person is feeding everybody this stuff. That's what it is. The algorithms are just feeding, there's too many people talking about this. Let's feed them that. So that way that's all they see, and they can forget about what's happening over here. That's why the conspiracy theorists are always out and about saying, for argument's sakes, last week the Epstein list came out, but at the same time, Cat Williams came out and made a whole big spectacle, right? So let's all focus on Cat Williams, and everybody is just talking about Cat Williams, and we forget about the Epstein list that came out.
I think we have to accept that society today is not the same as what society was 40 years ago.
No.
40 years ago, people didn't care about individuals. They cared more about countries or, economics, structures. Now we care more about individuals and what they're portraying to the public. And when I say we, that's even news. That's everything. It's when there's a war on a country, they don't look at Israel and Palestine. They don't look at what it's all about. You know what they do? They focus on the leaders of those countries, and that's all they care about. Versus these are the core values of why we're fighting. You've changed perspective, and I don't think there's. It's not a matter of fixing it. That's just what society is. But going back to the toxic part, I do believe that a man, if I'm no, I wouldn't call a man that works out toxic masculinity.
Nope.
What I would consider toxic masculinity is a guy that talks about. First off, you got to be misogynistic. Number one, have to be. That men are better than women. That's part one. Part two is you have to keep talking about it to every single person, like everybody, and never has to go away. And then that is what I would consider toxic masculinity. I would not consider it a guy stabbing another dude. That's just men. I just think that's men being men, not knowing.
That's what it is.
I don't think that's toxicity. Toxicity to me is where you just won't shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, that is what toxic is. Too much garbage is coming out of your mouth, like toxic waste. That's my definition.
Any of you guys, you know the series Jack Reacher on Prime? Second season now. The dude that plays it, that's a spin-off of the books. He's a giant, muscular, big guy. Real like action hero style, knock him out and whatever. Women want it canceled because it's toxic.
But that's the character he's playing.
You know what I'm noticing
like that
is you'll see a lot of women. So I watch I'm not going to try to veer off here, but I watch a show called Love After Lockup with Brie, and I'm in the Facebook group, and it's a lot of women. Okay, like it's a lot of women. I'm seeing more women active now in comments, not just in Love After Lockup, in even that video right there on the whatever with Keith, right? Like even that video, or you see a lot of women in the comments. You see a couple men, but it's more women than men. Is because women are nervous to actually turn their camera on and show their face before, because you know that if a woman sees another woman, and us men, we see an attractive woman with boobs, okay, with tits, she's pretty. That's it. She might have the intelligence of an ice cube and the brains like a potato. Either way, that's what we see, that image. Most women will say, let me try this again. Most women that don't look that way will automatically get jealous that she has that opinion because she's attractive enough to have it. And subconsciously, they want to fight and say something negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you'll never see a pretty woman. Watch this. Okay, I'm about ready to lose some hazers. Your wife is fat. She's disgusting. She's not going to see a hot woman shopping at Gucci and be like, that is a sexy woman. She's going to be like, look at that skinny bitch right there, looking at all that shit, privileged whore. Now flip it. You have a pretty woman and a pretty woman. That other pretty woman will say, wow, she's beautiful.
Yep. 100%.
Only because she is confident enough about herself to give someone else a compliment.
Absolutely. We were at the Publix. We're at the Publix the other day. And there's a woman, you know, what the men like today, with the tats on the arm, the tats on the neck. Not over tatted, but, you know, the neck tattoo's a little over, but whatever. And she had 3 kids. She had a Brazilian butt lift, and she was wearing sweatpants, but you could tell that when it's time to get down, she could get down, you know, like with the makeup, like you could just tell. And she walked up to Brie and said, you are absolutely stunning. You are gorgeous. And it made Brie feel good. I've never seen a fat person walk up to Brie and be like, wow, you're gorgeous. Never. So what I see there, that's the definition of jealousy. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It is, because the fatter person. Okay, it's what we always say, right? No matter how ugly you are, if you have the confidence to sit there and talk to the other person, that brings out a beauty in you, regardless of how ugly you are. Okay? So now, if the person who's fit sees and is confident about themselves and sees someone who has some sort of confidence in the way they're walking or the way they're dressing, they're going to say, hey, you are beautiful, or whatever they're going to say, right? Because they have the confidence to say that. They're not afraid of themselves being questioned or looked down upon about what it is that they're saying or doing. It's just like a fat guy walking up to a hot chick, and he has the confidence and he knows how to talk.
Right,
to
so
women.
that means that everybody has a lack of confidence.
Exactly.
That's what that means.
That's exactly
and I think
yes.
that's everybody. Like I could look at that
Yes.
Bradley Thor dude that throws an axe, and I can say he's sexy. That doesn't make me gay. He's just a sexy man that's got a great body. I'm sure he could sling loads of pussy. Good for him. You know, I wouldn't go on his videos and be like, you don't throw an axe like that. You too tough. You too toxic. And I don't think that women should go on there and inside with other women. I'm sorry, go against other women because they don't believe that. And then, no offense, if you, oh God, this is going to sound so superficial, misogynistic. Don't worry about toxic masculinity, sweetheart, if you're 350 pounds. Don't worry about that.
You're absolutely right, though.
That's the last thing you should be worried about. Don't worry about that. That'll never be in your life. So I promise you, the man that's going to marry you is going to be a simpleton. That's it. He's not going to be that way. So don't concern yourself with that. Concern yourself with Weight Watchers.
See, but now they and other women like them make themselves believe that they are gonna get that 10 out of 10 male because they're worth it. They're worth it.
Sure.
It's not wrong.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, then how come if you want that and you think you're gonna get that, why are you spending all your time on Facebook comments writing negative shit? I see these women on the Love After Lockup. They're like, oh, man, what I would do to this guy if he was mine, what I would do. And then I click their profile, and I'm like, oh, my God, do you have stocks and lays? Like, where's the cases of Pringles at? You know, like, he wouldn't date you. Look at her on the show and look at you. No, man. No.
It's bad enough if you have to hire a crane to get your first date going.
And I know
it's not a good look.
I know I'm talking about weight. It's just that if women are going to be quick to judge a man for being tough and you know what you won't see? You won't see a man that's obese and ugly and has very little confidence. Here you go. Have toxic masculinity. I bet you won't.
Yeah.
I bet you won't.
Yeah.
Not toxic masculinity. No. I think in the back of my mind, I went, but a man can become can be ugly and become so alone that he starts hating women. So
that's misogynistic, though.
Yes,
that's not,
yes.
I'm talking about like what she was like. The way that she's describing toxic masculinity is that men are too manly. You know what I mean? Not misogynistic, because I do think they go hand in hand, but I think you can have misogynistic. You can be misogynistic without being a toxic masculinity in their definition. But if you do have toxic masculinity, you do have misogynism. You know, I think, I think that's.
But then look at the men.
Have the one without the other.
Right.
It's impossible.
Right.
Look at the men they actually want and stay with. Because they're toxic masculinity, but
they want beta males
later on in life to pay their way. But in the beginning, they want the alpha male. So they want the males that are on the toxic side and that are sure of themselves and are masculine. That's the guys they want. They'd rather have the drug dealer than the guy that works at a refining company or whatever.
You could spin that, Matthew. You could spin that. So you're talking about that is they first start hanging out with the alpha males, let's say, even though that term isn't true. Alpha males.
Right.
Don't you think that each single one they stayed with, alpha males, over time realized, this isn't a valuable woman. Let's trash them out. It's not that they later in life start looking for a simp. It's the only men they can get.
Agree.
It's out of necessity.
You go even a step further. Find me somebody, just off the top of or you don't have to look. Just find me somebody that is a good-looking man. I mean, good-looking, nice physique, nice hair, takes care of himself, and then show me his wife or show me his girlfriend. They usually match, right? They're usually both good-looking people. It's very uncommon to find someone, I'm saying a man with an ugly woman, not a pretty woman with an ugly man. It doesn't go that way. I'm saying find a man that exudes toxic masculinity and look at his wife.
She's usually going to be younger as well.
And she's going to be attractive.
Very feminine.
Yeah.
Very
And why
feminine.
is that? And why is that? That's why I don't agree with
Because she is
Don't-
attracted to his confidence and his
Right.
Yeah, but
looks.
she's going to be younger because she's less ran through, less baggage.
I don't know about that.
The 40-year-old. The 40-year-old.
You can make an argument. You can make an argument for that.
Different baby daddies and the emotional baggage and she's ran through and whatever. They don't get the 10 men. They don't get them. And because they don't get them and even the 9s and the 8s, and that's why they end up going with a simp that will pay their bills.
But
So they're
with the
settling this-
argument with the toxic masculinity, you can make another argument. If the guy is more, I don't like toxic masculine, more masculine, he would, to counter his persona or role in the relationship, is always going to look for the more feminine women. He's not going to go for the more independent, strong woman.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Because he's very
Absolutely
masculine.
not.
He wants
Absolutely
to take
not.
care of a very feminine
Absolutely.
woman.
Absolutely.
Makes
Agree.
sense.
100%. 100%. But it doesn't work the other way around, though.
No.
It does not work with the one. There's no fucking way. I want to see an independent, very independent, that does not have a toxic masculine man. I would love one example of that to where we know that that's who they are behind the scenes. I would be interested in that. I would.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's like almost impossible.
I
I
don't
think.
think
No way.
Nah.
No way. No way. I've never seen it. I mean, that's not saying it doesn't exist. I've just never seen that before.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think anything's wrong with being a toxic feminist. I mean, I do. I don't think anything's wrong with being a toxic masculinity or a toxic masculine man. If that's who you want to be, yeah, you're going to piss a lot of people off. And I think in today's day and age, that's all people care about is labels. I thought we were done with labels. I thought we're done.
Leave the feminine and masculine out of it. Just say that's a toxic person.
Yes, I would agree with that.
There's one bigger argument. If we're now, as a society, embracing that every single person can be what they want to be, why would you cancel toxic masculinity or toxic femininity? Think about it. I can be a unicorn tomorrow with 2 genders, and you have to accept that. So why can't we accept toxic masculinity or toxic femininity? It's the same thing. We have to. We have to accept everything.
You're right.
But Jordan,
You'd be
you
a
can't.
hypocrite not to. You'd be a hypocrite not to.
Yes.
Right, but you could always go back and say too much of something is not good, right? Regardless of what the situation is. Too much
Two
of
or
something.
more genders is not good, but we're accepting it. You can check it.
I agree with you. I agree, but still, you can't sit there and say, I love hamburgers and I'm going to eat hamburgers 12 times a day. Yes, you love it. It's great, but you can't, that's too much. Right?
True.
Just like you say to a woman says, oh, I love putting on makeup and everything like that. But in 20 years, your skin's going to be all fucked up.
Is that true? Too much of anything is bad. Is that true? Is that true? Think about that for a minute.
Usually.
Well,
It usually is because you
I would
have
say
all these
usually.
bad things that happen to you, right? If you love to eat food, you're going to gain weight unless you're trying to, work out all the
unhealthy
time.
food.
Unhealthy food, yes.
food.
Correct. Yes. The same thing as if they say, oh, I like smoking, but if I continue to smoke a lot, I'm going to end
Too
up with
much.
cancer or something
Too
with my
much
lung.
unhealthy things. Because if you think about it, too much healthy food is not going to do anything. negative.
That's
Too
a
much
That's what I'm
sex is-
saying. I don't think that
it's not-
I don't think that applies to everything. Too much healthy food is great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's healthy food. So
Isn't it semantics? Because you're already, the thing itself says it. Too much means not good. Too much can never be good. Too little can never be good. Too much can never be good. It's
explain to me. Okay. Explain to me how too much love is bad. How is it bad?
because it's probably
It makes you blind.
Obsession?
love with a crazy twist in it or something. It's too much. So too much is always a bad thing.
Think about it from a different perspective, right? It makes you blind to what they're doing.
But wait, but if you say I had way too much to eat, okay, you're full, but you're not dead. You still enjoyed yourself. You just had a full belly now.
Nobody's
Being
talking
mean.
about you being dead. I'm saying too much is always a negative thing. Always. Too little is always a negative thing. There is no
I have
other
too
way.
much money.
Too much.
I have too much
pain.
money.
Yeah, that's no good because it's too much.
Yeah, that is not a good thing. Too much money because now you got to pay too many taxes.
That's the first thing that I thought.
Oh
of.
no, I got good people. I got good people for
well,
that.
you're gonna have to pay taxes, bro. You're gonna find out.
but-
I don't know
Look
if
at
that
these
applies to.
losses.
I just don't know if that applies to everything. I don't, and I think too much love, too much,
Okay, so
too
so
many
let's flip-
friends. I don't see how that's
Flip it. Most times, too much.
is usually something negative. Candy,
Yeah.
meat,
Right.
sex. Well, see, I don't know how that's bad. How's that bad?
Too much.
Too much sex. But who defines too much? Those chicks with the comments
do.
on Facebook?
You do.
You do.
But that's
have
never the
decide.
case. That's never the case. People always say to you, that's too much. You don't ever say to yourself, I'm eating too much of this.
But it's the concept, right? If you're getting too much sex, you're not gonna like it because it's
But
too much.
if you have sex once a month and I have sex 20 times a month, is mine too much or is yours too little?
Well, that's what Matthew was saying. It's like too little and too much is both negative
no,
things.
it's based on perspective.
Yes, it's who you are bases whether it's too much or too little.
That's why I said if you yourself, because it's about you. If you're saying to yourself, "I'm getting too much sex," it's a bad thing because it's too much. You would rather prefer it to be less because otherwise it's not too much. If it's enough, you wouldn't be going in your mind, "Oh, this is too much."
Right.
No, I disagree. No, because then you're willing to change your perspective of what too much is. Let's use me and Bree. We have sex every day. Every day. We all know this. You've seen it. So we have sex every day. Do I feel like that's too much? Abso-fucking-lutely I do. Absolutely. However, I'm willing to make that exception and accept that too much because it makes her happy. So I don't know if too much is a bad thing. I think the only people that judge too much is a bad thing, unless it's like the food or the drugs. No, drugs is another example because other people say it's too much drugs. When do you ever say something's too much?
Well, look at somebody who's 600 pounds, right? And they're eating a dozen eggs in the morning, and that's just for their breakfast with 5 pounds of bacon. And even they'll say like, it's a lot, but I like it. They still admit that it's a lot, but they still do
But
it.
they're doing that for themselves. They're not doing that for other people.
Right.
That's a little bit different than the sex.
There's a big difference when other people. That's why I said when you say to yourself, "This is too much." That's your own level or boundary or whatever you're crossing over.
Sure.
If somebody else says to you, 20 times a month, that's too little because I do it 40 times a month. That's that person. That's completely
you.
separate from the first thing. Yeah, good for you.
Good for you.
That's his opinion on what is good or what is. Another person can never say to you, "This is too much or too little." You can, but it's different from you being like, "Oh, this is too much for me." That's always going to be a negative thing.
So we think
matter-
that the women that think toxic masculinity is too much?
That's what they think. They think it's too much. That's
No,
why
no.
they're
Do we
complaining
think
about
that there's too many women that are complaining about toxic masculinity today than what they did 10 years ago?
Well,
And
that's
how come toxic masculinity didn't exist in the 50s?
because people.
If anything, it was too much then versus what it is now.
It was just a man.
I would
Right.
argue that women were more dependent back then. That's the straight answer.
We gave them the independence, which allows them.
Yep.
So that's a valid argument to a woman that says we have too much masculinity. Is when you look at, you look at the men back then. Did they have too much? Yes, but that's what society was. That's what it was.
And you could argue that nowadays we have too little masculinity. Because men are tending to be more and more on the feminine side.
But maybe the men are becoming. Okay, I'm going to use your argument. Now the men that have to make up for those pussy ass baby back bitches, they're now they have to up their game and become more masculine because these other people won't do it.
That's something that's still going to have to come, right? That's not a thing on a huge scale, not a thing already. That's gonna be that's coming in the coming generation. They're gonna be the other way around, hopefully.
What you need to find is somebody in the younger generation right now that talks like that guy just did in that video. You need to find somebody, if that does actually exist. I'd be interested. Like finding a 20-year-old kid, or 18 years old, and he feels that same type of way.
I'm willing to bet that
I
you
have
would need to go
the same way.
to out of the city, if that makes sense. More
Rural. Rural.
rural areas.
Like a farmer kid that throws
Yeah.
hay
Yes.
bales and
Yeah.
Yep.
With one hand.
I'm willing to bet that's the place where you really can find
okay, but then you
that
can't.
mindset.
Okay, then another flip side to that is, but you could look at that as a positive thing, that there's less masculinity because you don't have to work like that anymore to make money because technology allows you to make money easier and quicker.
100%.
And I'm willing to bet if you go to the rural thing, the women are gonna be more feminine as well.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you that. That's why they say get yourself a Southern belle, like in America. They say that because those are women that respect the man and do what a man says and tells them to do.
Like-
Well, they're a man, I should say, not a man.
Like the small pretty blonde thing
Yeah,
with the video on the train track, right?
yeah. Just that's. But that's based off of the economic structure of what it is in the Northeast versus what it is here. The economic structure. I was up there booming. Down here, it's slow.
And it's also if the men over there are more real men and manly, that shit isn't gonna fly. Being a boss bitch, that's not gonna work for you.
No.
You're gonna be
Generation-
lonely. You're gonna be a cat lady. Yeah.
What happens to a man when a man becomes lonely? What does he do? No, aside from riding a baloney pony, what does a man do? Play games? What?
Play
He
games,
doesn't want.
become bitter, watch porn, drink, do drugs.
You
Go to
really
the
think,
doctor.
Oh yeah.
really think all that?
Oh yeah. Depending on how bad looking you are, and you slowly seep into your 40s, 50s, and you're still alone, and you never had a single decent relationship in your life. 100%.
So would you say that the woman is more destructive, complaining about the men, or the man is more destructive as a general society, because now he is essentially.
Women are more destructive outwards. Men are more destructive inwards.
I don't know.
No,
Because a man can be perfectly okay with just playing the games with his bros and hanging out on a Saturday and
until
in a
you
pub,
get
whatever.
to a certain age bracket. because all your friends are moving on.
It's not.
You're
No,
the
it's
only
not.
person that is in his 30s, 40s, and you don't have a family. Who are you
The
playing
problem
games
is,
with? The guys are
it's
taking care of their kids.
it's
You
slowly not
know,
becoming
Mo.
worth marrying or being in a relationship anymore. It can cost you so dearly as a man.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm
So
saying that eventually you end up alone.
yeah,
Okay.
And that's
The,
that's
the, the,
Matthew's
the, the,
situation, literally. This is
well,
Matthew's
he has a
situation.
kid. He
No,
still
no.
gets to give
That's not
his...
no. We're talking about significant others. We're not talking about children.
No, I'm
Talking
just
about
saying he still
significant
has a
others.
purpose. You still have a purpose larger than yourself. If you only existed
Okay.
to play games on your sofa in the basement of your parents and you're in your 30s, 40s, well,
yeah, but
I don't know
that's
how
a
much
niche.
your existence is worth
No,
as
no,
a
but I think
whole.
that's a niche part of that. That's why men go red pill and MGTOW and whatever. They're fed up with the hoops they have to jump through to get a wife that isn't A, probably gonna be loyal, B, may at 80% of the time they're the ones that file for divorce. They walk away with half of your shit that you worked for or more. And if you're unlucky and there's kids, they use your kids, weaponize your kids, and you're not going to see them anymore, and you're going to pay through the nose while they run off with somebody else that they think is better than you. So what's the incentive to go to be in a relationship with a woman, let alone marry one? I'm saying
Companionship, love.
there are always exceptions to the rule, like Jay and Bree. There are always exceptions, but we're talking about general. It's not wise anymore to invest all that time and money in a woman. That simply isn't.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're growing older and older. The estimated lifespan for us, probably in this panel, is close to 100. Next generation will be probably over 100. That's a long time to spend alone.
But that's also that's the idea that men can be alone. Men can be alone perfectly.
If you're happy with being alone, you could be happy with somebody else also, because you know how you're going to be by yourself. And if you know
Yeah.
if you're content with being by yourself, nothing is going to bother you.
All the things you see, the motivational speakers, what do they say? Don't go that route. Improve on yourself. Make
Right.
yourself feel good. Uh, be confident in yourself. Go to the gym. Be healthy. Hang out with your bros. Do whatever. It's all the same thing. Unless it's a female motivational speaker, she's gonna be like, yeah, okay.
I agree,
You need to
but
marry
don't
that.
you think there's an expiration date on that life philosophy? Like hang out with
No.
your bros. Your bros, most of those bros are gonna move on. They're gonna start
No,
a family.
because
They're
if I
gonna
knew
move
that-
away.
Yeah, but there's less, or there's more and more of those bros that are also gonna be fed up with the whole thing. So it's a growing thing. And lose contact. Yeah, okay. One night stands. Yeah, okay. Oh, I dated this one for a week, and then she became naggy, or she wanted too much, or she was out of her noggin. I don't know. Oh, move on. I'll be alone. Steady
Yeah, I can see it
relationship.
from your point of view. In all honesty, I've never been hurt the way you've been hurt, but it seems like a very, in the scenario you're describing, that seems like a very empty existence. And that's cool for when you're in your 20s, when you're 40s or 50s. I don't know about that, man. It sounds a little depressing. That lifestyle, that specific lifestyle, just going to the gym and then still trying to catch some...
You're not someone to talk on that because you don't have that kind of relationship either.
Right. You
Yeah,
can't
that's what
see
I
that.
said. I started, but I started my sentence off
Yeah.
that way.
But that's the thing though. If let's just give Matthew as an example, right? If he's okay with everything and we're sitting here and we're disagreeing with him, that's because we cannot feel what he does. Just like for argument's sakes, we can't feel what Jay feels when he lost a child, right? We can't feel that because we're not in those predicaments. While as Matthew is in that predicament and he's like, I'm okay with it. Nothing bothers me.
Yeah, but then he can't jinx, Bree, but then he can't talk about relationships then.
He can because he's been in relationships.
No. Well, we've all been single before then.
Right, but
so to say that he could talk about it and we can't, that's not how that works.
But what's the difference, though? The difference is how long have you been single versus being in a relationship? Because some people have been in a relationship longer than most people have been.
Regardless, it's what you make of it. The time is irrelevant. If you're alone for 1 minute, or you're just like with people losing children, you could grieve about it for the rest of your life. You'd get over it in a day, right? It's all time is all relative. So if it's 1 day, he can't. If we're going based off of factual information right now, he can't say shit about relationships because he hasn't fucking been in one. Things have changed. And using that argument, we can't talk about being single because we're not single right now.
Yeah.
I disagree. I'm not saying that that's okay. I disagree with you, Spade. You're saying, yeah, like I agree with you. I don't agree with you. I think that we could talk about either because we've both been in them, but using your argument, Matthew shouldn't be able to say shit about a relationship right now.
Because what he's looking for is not what the normal is. That's why.
Well, he's not looking for anything.
Well, aside from that, but when he was, it's different. You know, Matthew, when was the last time you had a relationship? Like, how long ago was that? A year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10, 20?
4 or 5.
Okay, but that was a relationship, right? That was meaning that you were boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, right? But since then, you've been with other people, right?
Going on 13 years, yeah.
Right,
and
but
before that, I had a long-term relationship as well.
Right, but you've been with other people also, right? Since that last relationship, correct?
Being with other people?
Yeah.
In what way do you mean being with other people?
You've gone on dates with people. You've fucked other people. You've done things of that nature.
No, since the last, nope.
Oh. Okay. Well, there goes my theory.
You set this up like I got him. Oh no.
No, okay, so then, yeah.
I think that if you've been through, I think the only time that you could talk about something is when you yourself has been through it. Other than that, you can be empathetic.
That's 100%.
You cannot be sympathetic because you have no idea what that's like to go through that specific situation.
That's why I initially started my statement from my point of view now being, and not just specific, not your situation, Matthew, the specific situation that you said in your late 50s, still going to the gym, hanging with bros, trying to pick up younger women. That to me now, in the situation I'm currently in, sounds a little pathetic. But I haven't experienced the heartbreak or the loss you have, so I can't put myself in this situation. You probably think, oh, that kind of sounds great. But for me, it sounds like, ooh, that's a little sad.
Like I said,
right?
Sniffles isn't a toxic female. Or you're not in a toxic relationship.
that wouldn't. No.
I mean,
no, that wouldn't work.
So, and I'm the part of what I'm saying is based on numbers. So it's not only opinion; it is my opinion as well. But it's
also your experience.
Yeah.
It's also your experience. So you're talking firsthand as opposed to us. We're assuming this would be a bad thing or a good thing.
The problem is when you talk about numbers, you talk about studies. For every study that you pull up, I could show another study that shows the exact same thing that's studied with people as well. That's the problem with studies is, this study shows this. Right. I'm going to show you another study that shows the opposite. That's why you can't go by studies.
And then based on who's funding the study?
Yeah, there's a lot. You can't just say, oh, there's a study that talks about this. Yeah, and and I've got 10 more studies.
That say the complete
irrelevant.
opposite of everything else. Yeah, that makes sense.
Studies are just a reason to use your argument because now you have factual information from something. You know.
So you'd say like the statistics about filing for divorce are lower then?
Say again.
So the I just want to know. So you think the like the number for the amount of people, male versus female, filing for divorce. So you would say there the number is skewed depending on the study.
That's not a study, though.
Study.
That's
It's
factual.
based on
Those are
real
different.
numbers.
Yeah, those
Oh.
are based on real numbers. It's factual. It's not a study. A study would be what was the reason why they caused the divorce,
Sure.
as opposed
Yeah.
to on paper we have 1,000 people who are married.
That's
and
where the argument that numbers don't lie because that's
Right.
not a study based off of X amount of people. For a study to be factual, you'd have to take every single person, let's say in America, and then ask those people. Then that is
So like a
true-
census.
like a census. Yeah, a study itself is just that. It's literally studying those amount of people.
Yeah.
That's
No,
not
no, no.
everybody. Right. It's not
I
factual.
was a little bit lost on what you mean with a study or with numbers or.
Yeah,
but,
you're just fucking grumpy today. I get it. You just
No.
you're like I get it. There's something going on in Europe where you guys are just pissed off. So what's the next video we're talking about? I don't want to lose these people we got. We're gonna keep going about toxic masculinity, or we're moving on to another one. Oh, that's right. You guys don't have any. Cool.
Well, from that same podcast, I remember a little short thing that they were discussing as well, and that was about makeup.
What about it?
So there are men, I think there are men on this panel that have the same view. Too much is never good. So in that argument, it was too much makeup and men speaking up about it. Like you're clearly baiting men. I mean, you put
Why do
three
you think
layers of
women wear makeup for?
Yeah, but the argument was more along the lines that men can't have that opinion, that too much makeup is deceiving. They can't have that opinion. And the discussion then later on went on, but then you can't, to the female, can't have an opinion about height, because that seems to be a very common thing in the States that women want an
like
extremely
tall men. Yeah.
6 foot.
I don't know. Yeah. So that was the entire argument, that it came down to, well, everyone can have an opinion about anything. I think too much makeup can be deceiving. That's my opinion. And then
it's not can be. It is.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Too much is deceiving.
Yeah, but Jay's
100%.
question: why do they wear makeup? If you would ask women, 99 would say, "Oh, for myself."
Yeah.
That's not true, though. I don't feel like that's
not true.
I don't think that's
I'm not
true.
saying it's true. I'm saying a lot or
Yes.
a big amount of men when we go, "Oh, I do it for myself." That's the thing.
I
Why
don't
do you have?
know, and I'm saying I don't think it's true that they would say that.
Oh,
I think that they would.
Oh.
I don't think it's true because they would say that they do it to be pretty and for men to look at them.
Yep.
That's what I think they would say. I don't think they would say that they do it for themselves. 'Cause
But then
it was
if a
up to
man
them,
looks
they
at
would
them,
do that no makeup shit.
if a man looks at them, he gets into trouble.
No,
If
see,
the
I
young
don't know
man
where
looks
you
at-
get that from. I don't know where you get that from.
He's
That's
putting two
that's
different
too many
studies
fucking
together.
videos you're watching online with that. That's not true, bro.
I think so.
I just look. You said it yourself. You don't go out looking for women, so you don't go do this. So you're only speaking on what you see on the internet. You're no different than those people that are saying this is how society is because of what you see on the internet, Matthew.
Right.
True.
I'm telling you, you could walk up to a woman and say you're pretty, and you're not going to get smacked in the face. Now, if you walk up to a woman and say you got great tits, that's a little bit different.
Baby
but if you
steps.
walk up to a woman and you tell her, "Hey, you're attractive," thank you. I mean, I'll do it for you. I'll separate myself from Bree and show you that people don't do what the internet says they do. It's not a problem. It's how you approach it. Hey, you got a fat ass. Can I lick your muffin? Yeah, that's a problem. That's an issue. So I don't think so. And when a woman, they want to hear it. You know, if a guy says, when me and Bree went out to get our jus, the guy's always like, oh, you know, you look stunning in your dress, or you're absolutely beautiful. And I don't say nothing. Sure, great. I don't care.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Right. But that's the argument you're saying, is that women would say something. No, they don't. I don't know what women you're seeing that say that say something. That's all I'm saying.
But you're also a good-looking man, right?
That means nothing. That means
I don't
nothing.
think that means anything if you're paying a compliment to a woman.
That's what it is. A compliment. A compliment. Everyone's going to take the compliment.
Okay,
They're going to take it.
But there's extreme, right? There's always extreme. So if a beautiful woman walks by a homeless, dirty man and he gives the compliment, she's not gonna, oh, thank you, and walk away.
No, I think they would.
Yeah,
I think if a homeless man said something to a woman in New York, "You're beautiful," she might say, I don't see women going, psst. What you guys are seeing for America, okay? John and Matthew, what you guys are seeing on America on a video, you have to understand that it's a video. It's like a movie.
It's
that's not real life. Like, real life, I've heard other women get complimented, not by homeless people, but I mean, I've heard that, and women don't do that stuck-up shit. Don't talk to me. You're sick. You're a pervert. I don't see that. I don't. I really don't. So I don't know. You guys just see too many American shows. Try it in Belgium. Try to walk up to a woman and say you're pretty. You think she's dressing up like that for herself? She was dressing up for herself. She'd come out in fucking sweatbands, her hair up in a bun, mittens on, and whatever. She's dressing like that to attract men.
Of course she is.
Okay. So when you approach her with tact. Don't be like, mama. Don't do,
That's when they go, you're a pervert.
Yeah. Like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar, where he wants to suck on her boobs. Don't do that. That's not going to be good. That's going to have a bad, I don't know. It depends on her personality, but most women would not like that.
I agree.
I think women, if they want to wear makeup, great. My problem with the makeup is where you take those super transformation ones where they take the teeth out and it's like, oh shit.
That's too much.
Oh, I don't know if that's too much. I don't think it's enough. You need to wear more when you're sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, you should look like that all the time. You need more. Like, get permanent makeup surgery.
Remorse.
Man, I'm like, some of these women I fucked. I'd leave Brie for half these women. Especially that lady with the no teeth and the big old titties. What? Shit. Divorce.
I've never seen her without makeup.
I
So
wonder.
say you want to decide whether your fate with a woman, if you ever want to stay with her forever, it's simple, man. Just take her out to a club and make sure she sleeps over. That's how you know when she wakes up in the morning, what does she look like and what's the pillow look like. Make sure you use white pillows, don't use black pillowcases. So that's where half your face went.
Or take her swimming on the first date.
No, because now they're waterproof.
Yeah.
Makeup has changed since the 50s. It no longer comes off when you blow on them. It's not
no
like
longer,
pixie dust. Now that shit stays on their face.
It's no longer an oil trail behind her, like an oil spill.
Well, she could still lose the wig when she goes under.
At least you would know if she has a peg leg or what her body looks like without.
I want to go back to the woman and man thing. Why do you think you don't see heavy men, statter, that's what we'll call it, because that's stand and chatter. Statter men, okay? I'm not being funny with hot women out in the public. Why? Why?
Do you have any idea what the confidence level of that woman has to be in order
Forget
for
the
her?
confidence level. Forget that.
Are
Why?
we talking
You think it's got to do with confidence, or you think it's got to do with looks?
money?
No, it's looks at that point. It's looks at
Looks.
that point.
So if we're that way, where we want a woman that's attractive and she looks good, you take them on the thicker side. How come women don't do that?
Unless he has money.
Yeah, money.
Right, because
Willing
his
to
looks
bet-
are irrelevant.
Yeah,
Looks
if he's a
are.
millionaire, the looks are irrelevant for the right woman.
So what you're saying is that looks do matter,
Yeah.
even for women. So it's not a misogynistic thing.
No, but they made it out that way. Because we did it before them. We invented it.
That definitely does. That's why.
You
Didn't
can
you
be
say
hot
something?
and broke, but you can't be ugly and broke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I think you can just change it in broke. You need to be valuable. If you don't have the looks, then you at least have to bring something to the table.
Yeah.
That can be money, that can mean something. You have to bring something.
They're all high value women. They want high value men.
Which is kind of.
And let me put this out there. I just
they're
want to
real.
comment to a comment in chat of Drusifer saying I'm not hot. I've dated up. Your exes weren't hot, bro. We're just going to be clear here. I'm just going to get this out of the fucking window right now. Keep talking about dating up. Yeah, but you're way down on the bottom. So dating up is like a 1 or a 2 to you. Let's be real. Let's stop fucking around. Like, let's stop. Yeah, if your wife has got to be hot, other people have to look at her and be like, wow, she's fucking hot. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Am I wrong? If I'm wrong on a panel, tell me. Other people have to look at her and be like, yo, I fucked the shit out of his wife. That's hot. If you're like, oh, she's decent.
But that's the
it.
thing, though. People use the wrong adjectives for everything, because just because a person is good looking doesn't necessarily mean that that person is hot, right?
So
There's
if
something
multiple
good looking
people
about
share.
When I'm saying hot, I'm talking about 7, 8, 9. No 10s.
No.
7,
No.
8, 9.
Hot would be higher than that, Jay. Hot would be a 9, 10, and an 11. That would be
No,
hot.
there's no 11. Look, now you're being stupid. You're adding numbers to a scale
That's what I'm
that has been
saying, though.
traditional. It's 1 through 10.
Oh,
This no, oh, she's an 80. It's 1 through 10.
she's got to be a 9 or a 10 minimum.
No fucking women are a 10,
That's
bro. There's
perfection.
no such thing as a 10. She's got a mole on her asshole. You know, she got a chocolate chip in her armpit. There's something. Her nipple 1 points down. No woman. It's just like no man is a 10. And we're only talking about aesthetics. Just looks. Nobody is a 10. I will find a fucking flaw in you. Trust me. Nobody's a 10. Nobody. That's all.
Otherwise, we have to place you in a museum because you're the perfect specimen.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no such thing.
But then, so does that mean, because you said other people have to say about your wife or anyone's wife,
right.
oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
So based on that, and you enlarge that, if an opinion is shared by a large amount of people, does it now become fact?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
right?
So if you took, I think once you hit a majority, it becomes factual. So let's just say you have your wife and you have 10 people. We're going to go back to the 10 scale for Spain. If you have 10 people and 7 or 8, obviously 9 or 10, obviously that's a giveaway. I'd even say 6. 7 or 8 say she's hot. She's hot. That's it. That you don't need anything past that, because at that point you have 10 random dudes saying she's hot. And I think that's something to be proud of. I know people are like, oh, that's just aesthetics. Yeah. Well, when I fuck her, I come like this. I don't have to do it for 45 minutes. That's a positive for me because now I can go eat my popcorn. I don't have to worry about staring or playing a highlight reel in my head while I'm coming because she's just so unacceptable to me. No, I think aesthetics are massive in a relationship. Changed my mind. When you stick your dick in her, are you thinking about how much she brought you chocolates on your anniversary? Absolutely not. You're not like, oh man, those waffles you made me last morning. Oh my God, this morning was so good. Ah, that's it. For the syrup. No, it's all about aesthetics. All of it. You don't fuck someone because you love them. You fuck them because you're horny. Let's be real.
Yep.
True.
Or you give a woman a ring. She's like, wow, this is nice. That's her pussy getting damp, by the way. That's it. And then that leads to sex. It's what turns you on, man. I don't know. I just stop saying your wife is hot if she's not hot. She looks like a dog bone. You know, not hot to me.
She cannot be attracted to you, or you can be attracted to her or to a certain type. That doesn't mean she is hot for everybody, right?
Then you have to start your sentence with, I think my woman is hot.
Right.
Not a statement in is, my wife is hot. That's a statement. That means you had the 10 people come over at your house, had that confirmed.
Now here's the question. Yeah, I'm going to go against all of you on here. Does it really matter what you think?
What do you mean?
Well, if
when you
want
go
to
out,
stay
hold on, hear me out. You go out somewhere. You guys are walking down the boardwalk, you're in the mall. Do you really think it matters that you think she's hot, or do you care more about the people that think she's hot and that you landed her?
People.
Oh, the second part. Absolutely.
You don't. you get proud when you're like, yo, your wife is hot. You get proud. You feel good. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I know. They're like, you got money. No, I don't. You don't want to see my bank account. I'm in a deficit, yo. I got no money. Like, it's just, this dick is that good. You know, I don't know. Like, you get proud. Like, you've achieved something.
Be proud.
So, with that being said, we shouldn't be opposed to participation trophies because that's essentially what we're getting. We've participated in making her hot. If you saw Bree before she started dating me, and after, different people. I wouldn't fuck her with Spade's dick, Jorn pushing, and Matthew tickling my balls. Not happening. Nope, not that. Not that Walmart jean, frizzy hair, disgusting looking feet. No, man, I ain't touching that.
But then that could be said about anybody, right? You could take the ugly duckling and create it into a beautiful swan, right?
Sure.
So that means everyone.
And how hot is that when you see that in a movie where you got a nerdy girl, nerdy as shit, bad acne? She gets one makeover, and you're like, oh, I'll tear that ass up.
Wait, I do have a question about that. Do you really think that? That's not possible for everyone.
What?
It's possible for everyone. Yes, it is.
There's lines. There's people.
Nah, bro. Not with makeup. Not with makeup, bro. Not with makeup. You never seen those reverse chins where it's an old lady with fucking no teeth and she got like, what do you call them? The old people wounds on her face, lesions and shit, or blue liver spots. You got liver spots and shit, and then all of a sudden she looks like an 18-year-old model.
You've never seen that video, Jordan? You had to have.
Apparently not. I don't know. I think I just had it in my mind that there's some lost causes out there. You with the best of makeup and
no.
Now they don't have to because there's filters.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
I got you. Here you go. Ready?
In real life.
Watch this.
I got you. I got you right now, Daddy-O. Here it comes. Coming in hot. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Oh, that's the one with the fart.
Wonderful woman. That's a beautiful woman. You can't say that.
I'm sorry, say
original
what?
One,
There you go.
even worse.
You wanna talk about power? Ooh, let me show you power. I eat boys like you for breakfast.
Yeah.
You can't say, Jordan, that there's lost causes.
Yeah.
To me, just walking down the street and saw her, that's a lost cause.
Oh, you seen these? You seen these
I've
where
seen
they go in
that too.
reverse?
Yeah. I like these more than the other ones. It's like, whoa!
Yo! Yo! Oh, this one's good. This one's good. Uh-huh. No? You
Yeah.
fucking...
Oh my God, the forehead on that one.
Wow. That's a
dude?
dude. That's a dude, bro. That's a dude.
And if he was gonna assume,
Yeah, bro. I'm saying when you say makeup
people-
don't matter, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
She looked like a 0 and ended up being an 8.
And that one dude looked fine as shit as a little Japanese person. Yeah, I'm saying.
That can only work once, right? We agree with that?
What do you mean?
No, because if you wake up every day to that, then cool. If she wakes up 2 hours before you, it's great.
You'll never know. You'll never know.
Okay,
There you go.
true,
Hold on,
but
one
that's still
One more.
living a lie.
more. It's not a lie because you look beautiful. Hold on.
Ups now. Ready? Begin. Up,
Wow.
down. 1. Up, down. 2. Up.
Wow, bro.
That's a big difference, man.
Wow, bro.
That is
wow,
huge.
bro.
Oh my! What is up with that one?
You know it's not the same as it was, as it was, as it was. You know it's not the same.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh my God! Just rip it off already. Oh my
That's a
God!
mask, though. That's
Face off.
Yeah.
That's a mask. I don't know. If
I
that's
just want to
fair.
see what it looks like underneath.
I don't even know if that's fair, bro.
See, that's not makeup. I agree with you. That's a mask.
that's a
totally
mask.
different. That doesn't count.
Show it without it.
Oh, she's not bad.
What the fuck?
She looks better without it.
Yeah. She wasn't bad. Oh my God, that one with the blue shirt.
How about this one? 4.5 million views?
Jesus Christ.
No way. No way, bro. No way, dude. See, that's a talent where you could take your ugly ass face and you could look like, well, I don't know what.
What in?
Is it a joke?
I sure hope so. Watch it
Because
turn out.
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing with this makeup. Like
You keep licking it. What the?
Okay, this isn't going anywhere. There's no
hold
possible
on.
way.
You don't know. You don't know, bro.
Yeah, once they start blending everything in.
No way. This is gonna be awesome.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
You get it.
See, that was a catfish right there. That was like,
I don't know. You still look better than what you were in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't expect
That's
that.
the one with the teeth.
Wrinkles.
This
Look
one?
at all those wrinkles. Yeah, look at all those wrinkles.
No way, dude.
She looks like she was sitting in the sun all her life.
How do you fill those up?
I don't know. We're gonna find
A
out.
lot of foundation.
No way.
Wow. I mean, she still has the wrinkles, but still, it's a big difference. We're going from she used to look like a 1 to now she looks like a 6. That's a guy.
Okay, that's fine. What does it matter what it is? We're just gonna prove the power of makeup. I feel like we're all gonna get mind blown.
No more acne. Porcelain skin now. Look at that shit.
Come on. Okay.
Oh, that's it? Nah.
That's I was okay.
See, I want to go crazy with these videos, do layers upon layers, and at the end of the video, show a puppy. It's like, ha, I turned into a dog.
Looks like someone's mad.
That's that girl again, yeah.
Yeah, it's that chick. We saw that one.
Yeah.
See, she's cute already though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I don't think she was there was much difference
oh
there.
my.
It's better.
It's
Not great.
yeah, I wouldn't say crazy. You just put, gold on shit. That's all.
Would she get electrocuted?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think she's ugly though. Wow. Wow, bro. Yo. Okay.
That's a huge difference.
Wow. It's
It's
what
also
they do with
the-
their lips. It's what they do with their lips, like how they do that, like growl shit.
Mhm.
She's pretty. That's the
Oh
same
my-
girl. That's the same girl from the beginning.
Yeah.
All about that makeup, man. Oh, look at this one. Looks like Stan. Wow. Wow, bro.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't talk to her when you were at the bar?
Oh,
when
I
she
banged the
looks like
shit
that?
out of her.
Yeah.
You know, that's hours of work. Hours. Just putting some yellow baby powder on. Wow.
It's like I'm baking a cake.
It's that chick
There's that
again.
girl again. She does a lot of those, huh?
Ooh.
That is some really bad that's not even acne at this point. That's like. But see, do you think her skin is like that because of all the makeup that they put on?
No. You still see it too on the right. Wow,
Yeah.
that's bad. I
Yeah,
feel
but by
bad
the
for
time
her.
she's finished, you don't see any of that shit.
Yeah, I felt bad for her. That's rough, man. That's rough.
Oh Jesus!
Still see it. Still see the craters.
There's her magic eraser.
It's her paint roller. Wow.
See?
Still see it though. Still see it. It was just that bad. Yeah, that's rough.
But still, though, we're talking about somebody who looked like a 1 and does now look like an 8. That's a big difference. Sure, she spent 2 hours with makeup and everything, but
Yeah, but it's still not real.
regardless,
Doesn't matter if it's real. If that's what you go to the club with, you think anybody gives a shit what she looks like when she wakes up?
holy shit.
Wow.
Imagine hitting her with a pressure.
Wow.
So before you take him home, you should go like, here's a wet wipe, take that stuff off your face, so I can see what you really look like.
For the layers
Put her
they
frumpy
have
face.
front.
Wow, bro. Yo.
No way.
Yo.
Wow.
That's not even the same person.
It doesn't, yeah, right? It doesn't look like this.
It's the same person. Look at the eyes, bro. Same
Yeah, yeah.
person. It's
They
definitely
do
the same person.
They do
Look at the
so
nose,
well.
too. Yeah,
They,
look at
they
the
even
nose.
make themselves look skinnier. Like they know how to blend in so well that it makes them look like they're 10 pounds lighter.
That's very well done because it looks kind of natural. It doesn't look like there's a lot
Yeah,
of
with the
makeup.
eyeshadow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not overdone. I mean, it's overdone, but yo. Wow. I mean, you went from like an old lady, a 0 to I don't know, an 8. Like that's
The day after, oh, good afternoon. I dated your daughter yesterday. I found her in the club. No, that's me. Okay.
I'll come back in 2 hours when you look like that again.
She's out.
yeah. I mean, it's just the power of makeup, dude. It's all about shading. That's why I have cosmetology school. But if a woman looks like that when you meet her in a club, you give a shit what she wakes up like? No, you're not gonna see her in the morning.
Nope.
So
Care.
men have more natural beauty than women.
So there's a great comment.
You take an ugly man, you could put all the makeup in the world, you're not gonna make him look good. You're just not. Take an ugly woman and you do proper makeup, she's gonna be a knockout.
Right. But look at one of the comments, and they go, would you consider that false advertisement?
Yeah.
It's not false advertisement, and I'll tell you why. Because you don't know what she looks like prior.
No,
Yeah, but that's
she
the idea
is
of false
walking-
advertisement.
Yeah.
Right. But
However, if you buy a Ferrari, you're buying it based off the aesthetics, right? So when you buy, now you might find out that the engine's a piece of shit, but it still looks sexy. So she looks like a piece of shit in the morning,
right.
but the final product is polished.
So you just got to make sure that the final product is always polished.
But when you
Yeah,
get
but
comfortable in a relationship, the polish wears off. You have to re-wax
That's the
it.
issue. Yeah, that's the issue.
It's not a good thing when you get a jump scare the first time you see her without makeup.
Yeah.
We wake
This
up
will
and you're
be-
like, wait, I took a dude home?
But wouldn't this be more along the lines that you end up in the morning with a Prius that just has a Ferrari body kit built around it? Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, but it still looks like a Ferrari though. So
Right.
True,
I mean,
true.
it's everybody else will think
Just
it's a
don't ride
Ferrari.
it.
Yeah,
It's more
it drives like a Prius, but
it's more like the Prius with the Ferrari decals on it, right?
it's a Corvette. That's what it is. Corvette.
Oh
versus
yeah,
Ferrari.
it's a vet. Get some wet.
Oh, it beats everything on a good track.
Oh,
There's no better
yeah.
car in the world.
Why would you buy a Ferrari?
Yeah, I don't know. I
No,
think it's
but-
fascinating when you see women like that are not very attractive, and then wow, bro.
Totally different people. I wonder, does the personality change with that?
Yes. That's
Probably.
Think
true.
so?
That's gotta be. Yeah, because now
You have
you're on a higher level of confidence. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like
It
what?
has-
Becomes more sexy or more hard to obtain?
Hard to obtain.
Oh,
That I don't know about. I'm just thinking that if you, like you said, you apply all that and you look at yourself and you do feel better about yourself, I think you're going to become more.
So what does that tell you
confident.
then? So what does that tell you then? What does that tell you? If it tells you what to go work
works.
out.
Right.
Well, like in that old lady's case, working out ain't going. The first lady with the teeth, that ain't gonna matter.
Right.
No.
You know,
But this is
but the fatties are a great example. We're all distracted by our chins and the acne and the rolls. Then you put the makeup on, you're like, I'd fuck a fatty. You know, so it's. But what does that tell you? That if you lost weight, though, if you did something about it, but instead you just want to do a quick fix. You want to take that Ozempic makeup. You know, you want to take that makeup that works right now.
But that could be a stepping stone, right? That could be like, oh, hey, I saw what I look like, and now it gives you the motivation, maybe.
No, Spade. If you find the easy solution today, why would you go start looking for a harder solution tomorrow?
Because they're gonna want a final solution, not
that will be surgery. That will be.
That's
surgery.
it. That is your and to be beautiful. I hate saying because you're not beautiful. You're pretty. Beautiful is just a natural thing. I don't even think with surgery you take those chubby muffins. They're not going to look like that with surgery. You need to spend that time with that makeup. You know, you can get all the tattoo art work you want in the world. It's not going to look like that. It's not. Because as you age, your makeup has to change, right? You have to use a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how much.
Right.
Yeah, so that's going to take time to look like that. That's why women sit in front of a mirror. Is it their fault that they do it, or is it our fault as men that they do it? That's the better question. You think they're doing it for themselves? Really? You don't think it's got to do with the self-esteem you're giving them? Really? At all? Okay. If you say so.
Isn't that a little bit... Okay, this is going to sound a little messed up, but that's only because they can't accept that they can only shop in that certain aisle. If you look like a 1, you can only shop for another 1 or 2, right? So if you apply all that makeup, now you can start looking at the bigger boys, the aisle of the 7s and the 8s.
Okay.
So if you are willing to accept, this is my look, I look like, I'm an ugly human being. I'm a toxic waste of a human being.
Let me ask you guys something. Would you have 2 options. You have a woman genuinely interested in all of your guys' opinion. Well, no, just hear me out. She's not very pretty, her face, but her body, fat ass, huge tits, nice hips. Her face is like not ugly, but a 3 or a 4. Or would you rather a chick that's got a face of like a 7 or an 8 and a body that's just, Which one?
Body.
The body.
Matthew?
Oh, probably the body as well.
And that's the one thing we don't see.
Is someone fucking in the background somewhere? I hear thump, 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 thump. What is that?
Oh, that's upstairs. They're playing music.
Oh. I was like, someone is getting it, bro. Their rhythm is on fire. Bang, 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 bang. So here's the problem I have with that. First off, finding both of those, good luck. Good luck, kind sir. That's not taken already? Sure. Have fun. I want to say body, but there's one problem with body. You can always do muscular workouts to make your ass fatter. You can always do things to make your hips wider. You can always put weight on to give it more shape. With a face, you can't fix that.
Yes, you can. We just saw videos of you fixing the faces.
First off, the amount of women that know how to do makeup like that is like 1 in 1,000. Okay? So, forget that. I don't know. That's tough, bro. I'd rather take a 5 and a 5. If my option is a 10 body and a 1 face, or a 10 face and a 1 body, I'll go down the middle. I'll go 5-5.
But it also comes down to it's a right now moment, right? In this
it's
moment.
right now. It's right now.
I don't have to.
No, you're going to spend the rest of. No, you are going to spend the rest of your life with them.
Ooh.
Oh, then I'll change my answer. Then I'll change my answer because now I have the time invested into it. I can change the body. Yeah, I can fix this. Now you've given me time.
I know you need Doritos. We can work on this in 6 months.
And if it's
The face is
forever,
pretty. I can fix the
you're gonna be
body.
stuck.
I can fix that.
If it's forever, you're gonna be stuck looking at the face more than the body, probably.
And then think about it though. Now you're forced to do doggy style all the time. You pick the first option. You do one, you feel like you're fucking your brother. You're like, no, no. It's like you have to do downward facing positions, bro. You know, like you gotta. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, I would probably pick the face over the body. That's a good point, though, is that over time you can be like, hey, here's some burritos, you know, some chocolate chip cookies I left on the counter for you. You know, just kind of plump her up. And what do you find more? But here's the thing. What do you find more often now? Do you find the hot face or the good body? Find the good body.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you find now more. I saw a picture on my Facebook of a woman. I think I shared it. It's a picture from the 60s or the 70s. And she has an Oldsmobile behind it. And the caption reads something like, what are the cars that are behind it? And obviously people are like, what cars, you know? And she's got, it might be on my Facebook still. She was so attractive. And I said, how come women don't wear clothes like this anymore? Like, it's just not, hold on, let me find it. Man, someone's jamming over there. No, it's not on there. What kind of music do they listen to?
I can't tell.
Wait, are they really getting it? And did they turn on the music so you can't hear, or is it just
No.
listening to music?
This is a daily thing.
Really?
Oh, that's daily? Ooh.
Yeah.
No. Do you ever complain?
No, because when you turn on the TV, you don't hear anything anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Make your own
TV
noise.
on?
No, my TV's not on right now. I'm live right now. Why would my TV be on? Got to pay attention to one thing, not two things.
I want to pull this up. '60s, maybe?
I'm trying to see which profile did you.
Why is this a thing? I typed in what car is in the background, hot girl 60s, and then it says child S abuse is illegal.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What the hell?
Totally the same thing.
Hold on. Did you do the same thing? This is what my screen says.
What did you type in?
I wrote in the description, what car is in the background, hot girl 60s? That's what the answer is.
Okay.
What the fuck?
That's some weird shit.
Type that into Facebook and tell me what you get.
Oh, that's my start page in Belgium. That's always starts that way.
What the fuck? Why is that a search result answer?
Yeah, I got the exact same
Why?
in Dutch, but I got the exact same.
Why?
It's weird. Because wait, is it because I typed girl instead of woman?
Maybe. That makes sense.
Hot girl 60s. Yeah, same thing. Replace girl with woman. Wow, bro. What the fuck?
Yep. Woman and
Wow. Okay, that's stupid. That's next level, bro. I can't find the picture.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going through your profile. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I
anywhere.
don't see it. Nah. Yeah, now we're
it's
on
weird.
a list.
It went that
I was
route,
already
and
on the list. I'm embarrassing
I mean,
everyone who's on the list here.
isn't it weird? It went that route instead of showing you 60-year-old women.
No, because you
They
type
would be
girl
60-year-old if they were in the
first.
60s.
But if you see I guess if you saw a hot lady, you wouldn't say that's a hot girl. I guess.
Hot woman.
I'd say Bree's a girl, though.
Well,
I don't say that men are boys, though. I say guys. That's weird.
Right.
Well, because you say girls and guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't say
that-
guys and women or guys and
Boys and
ladies.
girls.
Guys and
you don't
gals.
Is that it? I say girls and guys.
Well,
No?
it's
Gals in my life. Guys and girls. Yep.
Guys and girls.
Guys and girls, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I said.
why?
I think
what's
Or
on the
lady.
bathroom
programmed
calls?
like that. It's just programmed like that. Girl to associate with minors, and boom, you get the warning. That's it.
What color was the car in the background?
It's like tan, and she's wearing a white pair of pants that's threaded on the top, and she's got a camera in her hand. And it's like on a street somewhere. She's like a news lady. I'm trying to find it. News lady, 70s, Oldsmobile, Cutlass.
Oh, is that what the car was?
Yeah, or Monte Carlo. Could be either or. News lady, 70s, Monte Carlo, camera in hand. AI is not getting smarter. Monte Carlo, camera in hand. I'm giving it too much information. No. I know what's going to happen now. I'm going to just open up Facebook tomorrow and it's just going to be there. So,
Bam, right there, yeah.
yeah. So, whether or not. I can't believe that Facebook put me on a list over that shit. What are you searching for? Look, you can see. I was trying to find this lady.
Be careful of your search history.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put it on there. Yeah, it's going to be tough. 1960s.
Meanwhile, if you do it in Google, it gives you pictures of pretty women.
Yes.
Doesn't care. Google doesn't care.
That's because one is a search engine and the other one is a social media site.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. That would have been a good topic. I don't know. So how was the stream today? Numbers went down. Damn it. What do we start talking about?
I think it's just starting to go down.
Damn.
It's like they know. It's like 12 o'clock. Okay, time to go. Now I got to find this 60s woman.
Well,
Yeah, she's wearing a white top. White top. You could kind of see a little bit of a camel toe, but when you zoom in, it goes away.
You said white pants also, right?
You know how it is when a moose knuckle, you try to zoom in a little bit, but then it was like it got so pixelated. And then it
Like
was
that
just-
nipple?
Yeah. So she's wearing white pants. She's got her hand against the car, and it's like there's threading where her crotch would be to make it tight instead of a belt. And she has a camera in her left hand. She has brown hair. Very pretty woman. Very pretty. Very. It's gonna be tough to find. You're looking for it now?
Yeah.
It was on Facebook, so
Well, I'm going on Google. I don't want to be on a list.
Google doesn't help. It's
Yeah. Maybe it was 50s.
no, it wasn't 50s because her dress attire would have been 70s. Definitely 70s.
Oh, 70s?
Definitely 70s.
Well, there's even less search results for 70s.
Damn. I thought I shared it. I guess not. I need to share more. Whatever.
All right.
That's fine. Let's move on. What's next? Next topic. Let's get it. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do you got, Jordan?
Well, the only thing that came to mind is because, well, you referenced The Founder a lot. It's a very powerful movie. And then I watched, in the States, it's called Ford vs. Ferrari. Over here, it's called Le Mans.
Okay.
And there was this one thing the guy Chevelle says to the Ford manufacturer, Henry Ford II or so, and that clearly sets him in a different direction in his life. And then I kind of reminded me of what you recently encountered, and that you only need one person in life that actually says to you something very meaningful one time, and it can avert you and set you in a certain position, so that you had that certain position. He said something to you, you have made changes, and then in that movie it also came apparent that one guy said one stupid sentence, and it's clearly set them in a different path altogether, which I thought was, well, that's kind of cool if that really happens, and I saw it in real life, so it does happen from time to time.
Sort of real life. Are you referring to me?
Yeah.
What set me to change, and what did I change?
Well,
the doctor telling me about the
yeah. And you said okay, this is it. I'm getting a rower. I'm doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So it does happen.
Yes. Yeah,
Same
and
happened.
I think it's a matter of what that person's power is in your life. How close of a friend is that? How much do you love your significant other? You know, I think there's too much that this shirt makes me look skinny as fuck, though. I don't know if you see that, but I don't see any jiggles or nothing.
It's all the rowing, bro.
Yeah,
All that rowing.
Yeah, it's 2 days I take off. I take off on the weekend. But I think it's a matter of what that person's power is in your life. Like, do you think it's okay? We're gonna go backwards real quick. Do you think it's okay for a man to tell a woman what she should wear?
Yep.
Simple question. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why not?
Not what she shouldn't wear, what she should wear.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I was going more than the other way.
No. What she should wear. Wear this when we go out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a
You
problem
don't think
with
that's
that.
controlling?
No.
Maybe. But
Depends on how you look at it.
It's not in a bad way. It's like
Yeah,
you
not
look
bad.
good in that. Giving
Wouldn't
you
it
advice.
be worse if I clearly didn't
Matthew,
give...
wear that one. If you want me to fuck you later, don't wear that ragamuffin shit.
Yeah.
Wear the one where your pussy's out. That's the one I want you to wear.
It's being honest,
Wouldn't it
right?
be
You
wo-
look good in this. You don't look good in that. Wear that one.
Oh, now what?
Wouldn't
All
it
right,
be
so flip
worse?
the roles. Is it okay for a woman to tell you what to wear?
Yeah.
I don't see the
equally.
issue.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. She's done that, and it usually 90% of the time it's the better fit.
Yeah.
It's the better idea.
But if you guys are just so you're proving my point then. So when you go out, it's not to impress her, it's to impress others. Like you just said, it's a better fit. So you're validating that when you go out, it's not about you two. It's about what everybody else sees.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Because
we
I wouldn't
agreed with
care.
that before, though. We agreed on that before. Before, when you said that too, we agreed on that. It's never about you. It's about what everyone else perceives.
Yeah, but most people will say, "Who gives a shit what people?" And then they wear pajamas
That's
to
bullshit.
the airport.
That's
they
bullshit.
Yeah,
We're not-
that's. See,
wear pajamas.
I'd rather conform. I'd rather conform.
How do you feel about that,
societal-
Spade? I don't think you're wearing that. Can you wear pajamas to the airport?
Can you? Yes, we've
No,
said
no.
this. Can,
No.
but should you?
Okay.
No.
Why not? Why not?
Because it's
Because why?
We've done this already.
No, we have not done this in Outside of Society. We have not.
Yes, we have. We have.
No.
It started
Pajamas?
from here. It started from here and ended up back in Discord.
Oh, it did. Okay, disregard then. Disregard. Okay, all right. Okay, then that's fine. I thought you weren't part of that because I only see.
And it's a very sensitive subject for some
apparently
hazers. So that's
Yeah, I think if you go out, you should be presentable. Be presentable.
Yeah.
Be approachable. Don't look like you just rolled out of bed and you have to go to Home Depot to pick up plywood. Like I don't feel like that should be a look.
But that's also societal because some people would think I am looking presentable in my PJs. Sometimes you have to follow other people's leads. Like, okay, that's not clearly I'm not presentable. Let's go home and
Because
change.
they could turn around and say my unpresentable PJs are just me wearing a thong, and now I'm wearing a
Okay,
pants.
first off, I would not have a problem even with fatties going to Walmart wearing thongs. I'm just gonna put that out there. I would not have an issue with that.
You don't have an issue with that, but you have an issue with people wearing pajamas on the airplane?
I have an issue with it? No, I think it's weird. I think you're weird. I think if women walked around with thongs on, I think it'd be cool. I don't have an issue with it per se. Like I'm not like, oh my God, get back home. Just like you're a fucking weirdo. But if you walked around with a thong, I would be very appreciative of that. I just want to put that out there. I don't care what you look like. I just want to see people in panties. I think
If
we
they
should
force that.
I would be happy if everybody as a whole, 18 and up, all went around naked like we were born. Everybody, bro. That's including me, you, everybody you know, your grandma, your mom. Everybody is ass naked. Of course, it has to be like 80 degrees outside or 70. But, you don't want to do it in 20-degree weather. I get it. You got to warm up. But I think the idea of clothes, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, we're going to have to go back here and do some digging. But clothes, the reason for them is to stay warm, are they not?
Yep.
They're not fashion statements.
Yep.
They became
Okay. So with that being said, it probably does not require any research. Just fucking tells you the caveman's balls were in his body, so he wore a lamb to make his shit hotter. Like that's common sense. So with that in mind, that tells me that anybody within 5 miles of the equator should be ass naked at all times.
I agree. And we discussed this before. I think people will work out more.
yes.
Because now you don't have a fashion statement anymore. Your
Yeah, now
body is now
yeah.
your fashion statement.
And it's
You
not your
become
choice.
that.
Now your
Yeah,
body's
yeah.
not your choice. It's everybody's
I don't
choice.
know.
They see you.
It wouldn't be special anymore. You walking around naked.
No,
It would
it'd be
special
sexy
you
though
walking
once you
around
put
with
some.
clothes.
No, yes, and it would be nice when she would dress up in some nice lingerie and do like a little sexy dance with some heels. Like, what are those? Those
Ooh,
are
she's got
shoes.
clothes on. Look
What
at her.
the, where'd you get those from? You know, where you get those shoes at? And think
That
about.
would be the. Could you imagine she's putting on more clothes and you're finishing? Like,
Oh my God, you're like, dude, just put on more jackets. Keep it up. Just keep that up. That's it. I'm done.
You're like, you're really going outside wearing that with clothes?
You're gonna
No way.
sweat. That's stupid.
No way. Come on, take your clothes off. You're not going
Bro,
to the
if
club. with
more
clothes.
people got naked, you would have more confidence. One, you'd have more people in better shape, better tans all around. No more tan lines. I mean, because I got this weird thing. I put a tank top on the other day and I said, God, dog, my arm is white as fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. It's not even a farm. It's a Florida tan. That's a Florida tan. So I gotta walk around in the summer like this now.
No, with
but I'll
no
have the body for it. Well, I have the body for it, so
Peter.
that's fine.
But you live in Florida. You could go to your backyard and just sit under the sun like this.
Not right now.
get
It's 60
color.
degrees. Let's not get fucking crazy, okay? It's 60
All right.
degrees. When you get
wanna
down
see
here,
this
50 you want to see what happened? Me taking my shirt off or me getting skinny?
No, both. Yeah, it will happen. I was just talking more of this society that everyone is naked. I can just envision like a dad going to his daughter, like, take off that jacket
Think
and
about-
pants. You look like a whore.
Think
Go
about
out naked.
how little smuggling would happen on an airport. They'd be like, what's that string hanging from your asshole? You know what I mean? Like, there's no body searches anymore. Like, you see them. You know, no more luggage. You got a wallet. That's a fanny pack. Like, that's it.
Well, just your phone. You're bringing your phone. Everything is in there.
Where's your phone? Where you put your phone? You don't get no
You hold
pockets.
it.
All the
That's only
time?
thing you hold. Yeah.
What about vapes?
No, you've got one of those holster jammies.
What about your keys, bro? What about your keys to your car? What about...
Oh, that's going to be
Carry a
replaced
backpack.
with this as well.
So you got a backpack on and your ass naked.
No. You just get a cock ring with a keychain on it, and then
Yeah, that's weird. And then what happens if... And there's no shit. There's no hiding it. If you, like, drink a coffee and it turns you on or something, there's no hiding it. Now you just got a fucking Woody while you're sitting at the airport.
See, that would make things better. That would make things better. Think
Yeah,
about
but
it.
women would wear less makeup too, right? Because you see the rest of their body. Like, this is what you get, bro. Like, there's no hiding nothing.
In that scenario, wouldn't women be appreciative? Like, that would be a compliment in public, right? You getting hard? You would be embarrassed. You would go, "Aw,
Stop that.
You."
Stop it. Smack it away. Get that out of here.
being to the girlfriends and like, on the way over, I got 20 erections.
Could you imagine that? If the world went naked? Like, we just went naked.
Yeah.
Wow. That would be fascinating.
But think about it.
I would go out of the house a whole lot more.
There's also some small problems we need to fix. I mean, we've all had bubble guts. You need to be sure that your ass is 100% clean before you go out. You need to
gotta make sure you eat those hot dogs. There's no, you might shit a little bit while you're walking on the boardwalk. Oh, shit, you can't hide that. It's not like you could use your underwear as toilet paper either. Like, that's going down your leg, man.
So once the world goes closeless, you have to get into the ass bleaching business. That's gonna boom.
What is it? Ass itching.
Ass bleaching business.
Oh, asshole bleaching. Yeah, don't bend over to pick up your phone now. You know, like or squat correctly, you know. Bend with your knees and go down. Don't bend over and touch your toes. Someone's gonna boop you, especially if you work with David or Chris. They're just gonna get you. Hey!
Or slap your ball sack. Boop.
I bet you people be shaving their asses more. People would care more about their body, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
The fashion industry would fucking hate it because now they just lost all his money.
Yeah, it's gonna be more jewelry and accessories, hats and glasses,
and like ass plugs, like butt plugs, where you could put little. They got them for cats, where you put it in their butthole, so it's all bedazzled and shit. So now you got people walking around with those and like dick jewelry, like a ring for your testicle.
Yeah, and
way
and
more
the butt
piercing
plugs,
is what you're saying.
butt plugs with the LEDs, so you can go out.
Yeah, now you know at night because you don't have any reflective clothing. You just got an asshole. It's got a fucking plug in it with a reflector at the end of it. That's it.
Well, they already have the butt plugs with the LEDs, so that's.
Yo.
You think people would start then using makeup on their genitals to make it look more attractive?
More contouring to make it look bigger and more girthy. Have you guys ever been to a nude beach?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So in Brooklyn, there's a spot where everyone's doing whatever, but there's like one little section where there's like big rocks, and everyone's just walking around butt naked.
Is it a nude? Is it a nude section?
It's made into a nude section because like everybody who's there.
But by law, it's not though.
By law, it's not. But
would you guys go to a nude beach and take off all your clothes?
I want to say no.
Why?
Depends on the control you have over the erection.
Oh, you have no control, bro. That breeze is gonna feel fresh too. Like
that's gonna.
I think it's gonna be all right. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of attractive people around that.
Yeah,
That's
you
what they
might-
say. Is it's usually older men
Yeah.
that just
All
the
waiting
more
for
reason.
that one single hot woman.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh shit! Now you just lay on your stomach, put your dick in the sand. Let me just
and everyone's standing
hide
at
this.
attention.
Nobody would do it.
Apparently,
Nobody here, Spade.
Apparently, if you're
I would.
new at a nudist camp or something, and they know you're new, and you get an erection, nobody pays attention to it.
I would think you would get less erections because if everybody's naked,
Yes.
immediately you're going to start getting erections because you see somebody attractive. You're like, wow, she got a great body, right? You don't see her face. You just see her silhouette of her boobs and her ass. But I think after like a year, it's
Boring.
whatever.
I don't even think a year. I think after a couple of days, you're gonna
Do you
be like,
finish it off or do you leave it? That's the question. You're on the beach. You got a hard, and you got one of them stiff jams. I mean, like a stick, bro. You know, like when you haven't had it after a week and your dick is about to explode. That. What do you do?
I want to get arrested. I'll leave it.
I don't think they would look.
That's
kindly
hard to leave, bro.
If you started to whack off or something at a nudist camp, I don't think they would like it.
Oh no, they would
You get a
definitely
slap
not.
on
Like
the
it.
wrist or a slap on the dick.
Probably a
Think
slap
they
on
would
the dick.
kick you out.
That thing ain't moving, is it? Here, let me help it out. Oh. There we go.
There you go.
That's it. That's it.
That's how you get a 5-star rating.
That's I'm coming back tomorrow. I can tell you that much. I'll be out here same time, same bench.
I like this.
I would
nudist
do
thing,
it.
You guys.
Bro, I would do it. I would 100% go on a nudist beach. I really don't care.
I
would
believe that.
But nobody's joining me. I'm all alone.
Spade is willing to join. He has the
Did they have a nude beach at Wildwood?
I don't think so. There's too many kids there.
Well, you don't have to. You can make one. People in New York started one, right? It's not technically a nudist beach. It's just
not
they
technically,
claimed it.
It's between rocks. There's like boulders
So
and everything.
it's kind of cut off, or it's not.
Okay, I just want to put this out there that in Wildwood, New Jersey, there is a naturist resort, which basically everybody's naked.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
Good
didn't
luck,
know that.
Spade.
But it's a resort, though. It's a resort, though. So it's closed off to the public.
Yeah.
You could make it double fun. You just cordon off a piece of beach that still has landmines and stuff. In
Oh, no, that's Wildwood, Texas. That's not Wildwood, New Jersey.
There's a Wildwood in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I don't think it's the
No.
same Wildwood.
The
though.
only place you could do nudist in Jersey is Seaside Park, Beach F, and Sandy Hook. Like Island Park.
it's
You never been to
doable.
Island Park, Spade? The beaches? When you
Yeah.
go past Seaside, you just keep going and it's island beaches.
So it's by
No.
where the houses are. It's where the house.
way at the end, like so you can't go no more. I'd go. I wouldn't care. Like
I
take
think it's true.
videos.
It's mostly old people. So that says something about your confidence. Either you have more when you get older, or you simply just don't care anymore at a certain age. Like
Or you're horny and you want to see younger women naked, and then fun fact for you, I went to one as a kid with my mom. I don't know about a kid. I was 11. You saw a lot of older men there and younger kids all naked. A lot. But see, today we look at that like a bad thing.
Yeah.
But back then it was no
normal.
big deal. It's no big deal.
because we've been trained to think that way.
Because of
We
clothes.
now
Right.
clothes. No, it's because now we associate that weird age difference with he's probably which isn't true. It doesn't have to be true, but that's because history exists.
Can you have cameras on nude beaches?
I know.
It's a public place, right?
Is it
Yeah, but-
public?
Europe, most nude beaches have like one of these
Signs.
Signs.
Signs, yeah, and it says with a cross and no cameras, no this, no that. So I don't know.
Nobody's sitting there doing this.
Weirdly enough, on that sign.
Well, it's not like you have
doesn't
a
say
place
can't
to hide
masturbate.
your phone. I mean, you can't hide it. If you got your phone in your hand, we see it.
Right?
That's
It says no cameras, it says no clothes, but it doesn't say, like, you can't check off. It doesn't say that on the sign.
I'd like to get a drone shot of.
You can't fly over people, Jay. You know this.
Yeah, with a waiver, but I feel like they're not going to grant me a waiver for a nude beach. So you want to fly over the beach, not just any beach, F section. F section. They start Googling F section, Island Beach, New Jersey. Oh, no, denied. Shit. Can I get a certificate of a waiver? No.
But I'm doing a documentary. That's
important. It's a military operation. We need to figure out when we can land here. No.
I wasn't flying over there. I started crashing. I kind of saved it just before it went down.
I dove. That's why you see me with my hand out. That's a good question. Can you knock the boots on a nude beach?
I don't think so.
No.
Why not?
No.
Because it's the same as touching yourself. That would be a show of, that's because you have to understand. It's not like you could go outside right now of your house and on your front porch knock the boots, right? Because then people will call the cops on you. Because
I don't know. That's a good question. That's private property.
But everyone can see it, though.
Yeah, but only if they complain. He can do that.
If they look. And if they look. I remember seeing this because Bree walks around the backyard naked. We have neighbors in the backyard. Could she get in trouble for it? The answer is no. If you look it up, can you be nude on private property? The answer is yes. Like you can. You can legally. I remember looking this up.
But then there's also a difference, Jay, between being nude and actually having sex, right?
Correct.
That's got to be...
If you're on your own private property, the statute would not apply. So yes, it is 100% legal in Florida to be naked in your own yard. You can even cut your grass naked. Nice. Okay. First off, I am so interested. Bro, if I ever went down, let me see New York. Let me see New York. New York. I don't think they can tell you no. It's private. This is New York. If you're on private property and behind a privacy fence where your neighbors can't see you, then you're probably not breaking any laws. No one will bother. If you're promoting lewdness or on public property, that's where you're going to get cited. Yeah, Florida? Mm-mm.
So you don't even need privacy covers in Florida. You could just...
But you
apparently,
have to be
quirks in Florida law don't recognize your private property as being in the public domain. It is private domain. Therefore, you could have sex on your front yard, butt naked, and it is totally legal. Yo.
Guess what Jay's doing today? Guess what Jay's doing today?
Yo, that's fucking crazy. That is crazy, bro. That is nuts. Okay,
if the neighbor starts watching you, is he in the wrong then?
No, why? It's no different than you mowing your grass and I'm looking at you with clothes on. He's just his balls are right next to the lawnmower, like a
peeping Tom, right? Like they say.
It's not a peeping Tom. Peeping Tom has to go on your private property to watch you through a window. If you're out on your private property.
So if he's in his house and he has binoculars, that doesn't count.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. Because you went outside. You chose to go outside naked.
Yeah. Jay, make sure you.
I'm gonna put it on the bucket list for when I move.
What about Jersey? I want to see New Jersey.
You put a donation box in case anybody wants to donate to to that fund.
Yeah, or
in New Jersey, it is also legal to be outside naked. It's legal. I've never. Also, take into account that it's not legal to expose yourself in the presence of anyone 13 or younger intentionally. So if you live across the school, that matters. If you must shed your clothes, it's best to do it in the backyard, very much on the down low. And that's including family members. Wow, that's weird. Yeah.
Well, you don't want that weird uncle.
Yeah, Uncle Diddles.
Including family members, so that means if
If you have a
coming out,
13-year-old son,
and you're coming out of the shower, and that's
we've
a
all seen
no-no.
our mom naked. We've all seen
Of
our mom
course.
naked. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on. I think that's crazy that I can have sex with my wife in my front yard and nobody can say a damn thing. We call the cops. It's legal. Because Bree will even take out the garbage sometimes with just the shirt on and her pussy's out.
They're probably not gonna call the cops if it's good. A good watch. Let's.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah.
He's got a very good point. Imagine it being
They will
somebody
show up. Please.
statter.
If it's
Stop.
Betty and Barney and they're both 80 years old and the sex isn't good, people might start calling the police. Like, get rid of them.
I mean, what would even the cops say? Like, let's just say you're in New York and you're in your backyard and you're tan and naked. What are they going to say to you? What are they going to say?
All they're going to do is going to say, just put something on.
Yeah, especially if you stand up and you got nice tits, right?
Yeah.
You think a cop is going to be like, you're coming with me? You're going to touch me
first
while
of
I'm
all,
naked?
well,
You're
they
going to
can't-
touch me while I'm naked? You got a female cop? That's where that's going to go. I can
Right.
promise you right now.
They can't go to your backyard anyway for something like that. If somebody was getting killed or there was some other
Immediate threat.
Yeah, immediate threat. Yes, but just to go there for that, they'll knock on the front door before they do anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive around Florida more. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to see someone cutting their grass naked. Like, dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ride my lawnmower naked.
Go for it.
I gotta make sure that my lawnmower, I know the boundaries of mine and my neighbor's property. But I gotta get it running first, number one. But number two, I'm gonna do it. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Couldn't I argue and put it on YouTube and say it's art?
As long as there's nothing jangling, I think it's okay.
Boy.
It's the explicit. It's
I don't know
about it.
I don't know how saggy you think my balls are.
If you're just sitting on the mower and you're just recording yourself being naked on a mower, I don't think YouTube can say anything.
Until my Jimmy falls out or something, or I stand
Exactly.
up to. Well, that's what I should do: is stand up to check if there's any chunks of grass that are underneath it, you know. And bro, you know how many views I would get? You know they have a thing now on YouTube where you could show if you have a baby in weed whack naked. That sounds not good. Weed whacking spits up a lot of rocks, bro, and plastic. That's not a good time. They have a thing now on YouTube where they just passed it that you could breastfeed on camera. That's okay. Go even further, that if there's a baby in the picture and the baby's taking a break, you could also film that and show it. So now there's women with just babies in their arms and the boobs on the head, or they're flicking their nipple, or
Wait, does it specifically say baby?
I could pull it up if you like.
No, because if it specifically says baby, okay, for whatever. But if it doesn't say baby, that means that you could be sitting there and sucking on them too, and it could be
Yeah, but it's not sexual though. It can't. I mean, you know, people though, they'll find it sexual.
No, you have a thing for nurturing titties.
Oh, what Bree said, like if there's a pool in the background, you can wear a bikini on Twitch. Oh,
This is the argument on YouTube. Breastfeeding content where a child is present in the video, even with a visible areola, can now earn ad revenue. Previously, such content was only monetizable if no areola was visible. Also, breastfeeding thumbnails with focus on breast without visible areola can now earn ad revenue.
So you were allowed to do it before, but now you can get
You
money
couldn't
out
do
of
it as a thumbnail, and it had to be the baby over the nipple. Now it could just be a baby in the picture with a boob.
Nice.
I got this baby and my tits around.
How do you guys feel about women breastfeeding in public?
No problem.
I don't give a shit.
Nope.
Jordan?
Why is it an issue?
I feel
Because
like
I feel
Jordan
the
feels
same
the
way
same.
about it as
Jordan
the
feels
DJs.
Jordan feels the same way I do about it. I'm not for it. I'm just saying I'm not for it. You couldn't put that in a bottle with today's technology?
That's true, but you ran out. You forgot the bag.
Yeah, but okay, that's an
Yeah, okay.
emergency. I'll agree. But then there's still a bathroom. You can go in private. Why do you need to show it? So if you, no. This is the problem now. I think it's weird. So if I see something weird, I'm gonna look at it. But now I'm the weird one for looking at it. Like, oh, that's not normal in the sense of that's not an everyday
That's how I
occurrence.
feel.
So
That's how I feel. Like, I can't help but to stare at it. Like,
Most women,
You're okay with
Most
everyone walking around butt naked, but you're not going to see a mother.
that's different. If I'm walking around ass naked, I expect you to do that. You don't have a place to put the
Yeah.
bottle.
okay.
and I think most women that breastfeed, they have like a shawl or a thing. They're never
Nah,
gonna be
bro.
like,
Nah,
out
bro.
and then put the
No.
baby on
in
there.
America, no. Women be in the middle of McDonald's eating a Big Mac with the boob out and the baby sucking. it.
Really?
Yes.
Like if you see it here, it's usually they
No.
try to cover it up, or it's a little bit.
No,
they go
here
to
it's
the
a
side or
sexual
whatever.
pose. Here it's sexual. Look at my baby getting his nipple. You could have the other one. Like, it's
Oh,
not
no,
what
no,
you... No, man.
No.
I don't know
Why
how I
does not
feel
see
about
here?
that, bro. I don't...
Well, you
See,
can
again-
ask and have a sip.
Again, it's what
I
you're
got this
used to
coffee.
in your environment, right? How you respond to something like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not against it, but I'm also not for it. I don't know why you have to do that in the middle of Red Lobster while you're cracking crab legs. You know, like you could... Now you're getting crab juice on your nipple. The baby's going to get a shard. He's going to cut the roof off his mouth. Think logistically. Like, get off the table. At least go to the bar where you can have a daiquiri while breastfeeding. You know,
This
don't
isn't
do
garlic
it.
butter on my lobster. What is this?
This is very milky. I just don't feel... I feel like there's a time and a place for it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
The
if
same
the
way.
baby's
Sorry.
if you're in Red Lobster, hold on. If you're in Red Lobster, everyone's eating and the baby's hungry, so it's got to eat also. So that's a
But
time.
But why don't you have a bottle for the baby?
Because I'm too busy eating. I don't have time to feed the baby.
You didn't
with the-
think about that before you left the house, really?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't have kids.
That's already bad parenting right there. Think ahead. First,
Yeah, you just walk up there and say, you know, you're going to be a bad mother. You're a bad mother. I can tell you the way you're feeding your baby. That's not right. Let me show you how your baby's supposed to suck your nipple. Let me get one. This is how the baby should look. Your baby is not enough of pressure. Use its head. Bob it up and down. That'll get it. There it is.
And that's what gets you into jail.
And that's how I go to jail, by the way. That's... I'm walking out with a new set of metal bracelets. Ones that I can't take off. Yeah, I don't know.
Sad. So sad. What a sad end of that story. I mean, this is a guy that had sex in his front lawn, and that's how he go down. That's how you go down in a Red Lobster.
I don't know. Like, if you go to somebody's house and they're breastfeeding, you would kind of expect that because it's their house. If you go to, you know, and they don't need the shawl or a scarf or a blanket. They just do it. But I don't know, man. And I'm probably in the wrong here. For some reason, it is, and I'm going to sound so weird for saying this, it's kind of sexual to me.
No. It's not
Sucking
weird.
of the nipple. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not at all in the slightest to you guys.
It is sucking. Yeah. I can see it.
Get why? I'm not looking for milk. That's the bottom line.
So have you seen a woman with her boob out, like a hot woman with her boob out, Brett? Hot woman. That's the key.
No.
Not a chubby waffle.
No.
You're gonna look. Come on.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, ooh, that's what.
Even if it's a fatty, you're still gonna look. It doesn't matter. You're still gonna.
Fatty, you can't tell between her boob and her belly. You know, there's so many rolls you don't know where one begins. The baby's even confused, trying to suck on the belly button. This nipple, right?
If it's a stunner, you're gonna look because you want to know. What
Absolutely. Like if you saw Jenna Jameson in her prime breastfeeding, I promise you're gonna have more excitement than what that baby is.
Probably.
Like, I got it. Taking some mental snapshots. Got it. Going into the bathroom. Be right back, baby.
And you have a moment like you lock eyes.
Oh shit!
Angry
and she
at
does
you.
she does the lip pull with like a sexy. Oh shit! No, you didn't.
What? Oh, this baby is full already?
Baby's gone. Come here. I know you want to do this. Oh, I don't mind.
Wait, I'll put the baby away. Don't put him away. I want him to watch.
Nice. Cuckold the baby? Oh, shit. You wanted this? Look who's getting it. Not you. All right, so just joins with me then. Everybody else is for it. Okay.
You can also just be willing to help her get the pressure out of the boob. I mean...
Oh, like massage it a certain way?
Well, it's got to be equal. You're only draining one. Let me drain the other.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's also how you end up in jail.
Yeah.
But
if you do it without asking first.
Yeah, you will help, folks.
Let me help you.
You go up to her and you start with, "You're a beautiful woman." That's the first step, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta ease your way into it. Hey, I just want to compliment how round your areola is. It looks great for the baby. You got to work your way into it. You know,
That's it.
Like the way that your hair touches the baby's head when it puts its head on your. Okay, we're making this weird. Now we're making it sexual. Let me ask you: have you guys ever walked up to a woman, like somewhere, doesn't matter, anywhere, and asked to hold their baby?
No.
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
That's
I'm not
not
asking
weird.
why.
It's
I'm
just-
asking why not.
Because I don't have a need to hold somebody's baby.
Wait, somebody
Why not?
you don't know. Somebody you don't know or
They're
somebody
in
you
Walmart.
know?
Someone in Walmart.
Even if I do know them, I don't want to touch somebody else's baby.
No. That's more of a woman thing, right? Oh,
let me get an H1. Let me get an H1 in chat for anybody that's held somebody else's baby that they didn't know. Just some random baby. Okay, you don't want to know. When I was a manager at Walmart, I must have held about 30 babies a day.
Why?
Because I think it's adorable. Picking up little
Smell.
babies. It's like picking up little puppies.
The smell, right?
The
As well.
smell, the way their skin feels, holding their head up. I don't
The
know.
little fingers and little toes,
Yeah,
and
I enjoy it. I just walk up to a random lady at a pizza place. Can I touch your baby?
That's how you also get arrested nowadays.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'll do it, bro. I'll do it right now. I'll go to Walmart and just go pick up a baby. It's how you approach it. It's not like I'm gonna kidnap it. You know? Yeah, you just approach it. Your baby is absolutely. Can I hold her? Yes, of course.
But that also flips, right, Jay?
What's that?
If you think about it, it's socially acceptable because I don't think it's weird. But
I don't know if it's socially acceptable. It's about your approach.
no,
I don't
I'm
know
just
if
saying
anybody
it's
can
more
just walk up
socially
to.
acceptable for a woman to ask another woman. If it's a man asking the woman, then it for some reason becomes weird. Holding
It's
the
only
baby.
weird because you make it weird.
Well, I don't make it weird. I don't see an issue with it. But I'm saying if in that scenario it would be a woman asking another woman to hold the baby, it would be
Another woman,
normal.
yeah, would
Yeah.
be no problem for another woman
Yep.
to hold another one. I agree 100%, 100%.
like you said, it's how you bring.
Yeah,
it,
I
right?
just
If
can't
you-
walk up to the carriage and pick up the baby and be like, I just
No. So
yeah,
you
no,
go to the
that's how I
lady,
go to jail.
yeah,
And I
you go
die.
to the woman. Oh, pretty little baby, and you do the thing where you can see the face better, and then can I, and then You probably can. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even say it like that, bro. I'll walk up to a lady. I don't care where we're at. And I'm your baby is adorable. Do you mind if I hold it? No, sure, here you go. Just like that. It's that same way I just said it to you is the same way I would say it to a lady. And I'm getting that baby in my hands. Burp it, vomit on my shoulder and shit. Oh, dude, I'm great with babies. I love babies. I think babies are great. They're like little people, little tiny soft people. It's like a midget, but maybe I should just ask to hold a midget. Walk up to a midget. You mind if I pick you up real quick? I'm 180 pounds. Forget it. I got a bad back.
That would also land you in jail, probably.
I got a bad back. I won't end up in jail. I'll end up in a wheelchair. I got a fireman carry you. I can't hold you like a regular baby. Your head's too heavy. You ever look at babies when they're trying to walk? I know you guys have seen babies. Their heads got to weigh like 80 pounds, man. They cannot hold that fucker up. That is so adorable. Like a
bobblehead. Like a bobblehead.
Oh, yeah, babies are great. Babies are great. So would you be weird with me if we're walking through Walmart and I go grab somebody's baby? Would that be weird to you?
No.
Would you touch it like a puppy? Let me see. Let me touch his face. Let me see what this is all about.
Good baby.
Good baby. Yes, you are.
Here's a snack.
Give him a Slim Jim.
Your baby's hungry. Let me just open up your blouse and put it.
Let me open some milk
for you.
Yeah, you just told me. Yeah.
See, that would be hysterical, though. Walking up to a lady, can I hold your baby? And then you're holding the baby, and then you're like, oh, your baby's hungry. I think maybe you should feed it.
Yeah,
and
that's weird. That's weird.
Again,
weird.
Jail.
Yeah. I mean, there's a line, right? You're crossing it once you're holding their baby. I mean, their heart melts, though. Women's hearts, oh, God. When they see a man with a child, yo.
Oh,
you're
say the same.
You're in. She could be married. Her husband could be in the next aisle.
You take your baby in the stroller, go to the park, and all the women are,
oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%, bro.
Chip magnet.
No, I feel like you've borrowed a stroller before, Matthew, and you've done this.
And that's why he's single now, because he's on probation. He can't be within 200 feet of his ex. Or strollers. They won't let him in Kids R Us.
Or parks.
That's why he's not allowed to live by a school. He had to move last year.
Why I don't go out anymore. Because the school is over there, the park is over there, and the other park is over there.
And he's got a weird...
How many binoculars do you own?
And he's got a weird bracelet on his ankle that he can't take off, that he has to recharge every 24 hours.
Dude, and in the dark, that stupid lid on it, you notice it. I mean, it's bright.
It's got to be annoying. Can't put on the proper high top shoes anymore.
Could have cut yourself.
Getaway shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't. I think it's just weird because people make it weird.
You know, I always wondered about those batteries on those ankle bracelets. What kind of batteries do they take? How long do they last?
They keep 24 hours, right? 24 hours. Now they're like MagSafe. They have a little thing that snaps on it to charge it.
Oh, really? And it charges it up?
And they have cellular, too, so you could call the police from the thing, or they could call you anytime they ask where you're at.
So you're sitting there like this, like, yeah, so I'm at home.
No, so you didn't see the video where the guy was going to a bowling alley and a PO called him and said, where are you at? He was like, I spoke to the lead probation officer. They know where I'm at. You could see the ankle bracelet where it is, right? Okay, so you know where I am. I'm used to be a little snarky, but he's like, so you see where I'm at. And she's like, okay, just checking up. It's like a phone call.
Weird.
Don't break the law. You won't have to do that, right?
That's true also, yeah.
That's all. You wouldn't have ended up that way if you just did shit by the law.
And you're
Go
actually
picking
kind
up
of
people's babies. That's what happens.
But you're actually kind of lucky that you're not in jail, right?
That's it.
House arrest is better than jail. In my
I'd rather
opinion.
that. I'd
I mean,
rather
you can
that.
still go bowling. That seems like a fairly
And
normal
pick up
life.
people's babies.
Yeah.
It's a double win. And see breastfeeders.
Mm.
It's not common though to see people breastfeeding. It's not. But when you do see it, like I saw a lady in McDonald's just boob out on the table, like it was a.
Usually it's the
sandwich.
summertime when you see it.
Puts it on the table. Baby rolls over to it, grabs it, starts milking it. I don't know how I feel about this. Let me just wait on my sandwich. Got cold and shit.
See,
Everything was
if I would see that, I wouldn't have the balls to order a McFlurry after that. I wouldn't. No.
I feel like I'm getting indigestion just watching it. So much milk.
You're slurping your milkshake like. Nice.
Nice.
Can you top me up? Yeah.
Oh. And then even worse, like you're sitting close and she's already raising a child that's going to be a loud chewer or eater when he grows up. You already notice it. Like he's smacking too loud right now. Fix it before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, see, here in America, too, you got those women that do breastfeeding for like 5-year-old babies, like toddlers.
Yeah, that's
too much, though. Why? Like,
but it makes them feel more connected with their child, Spade.
There was one that was like 10 years old or something. It was on one of these stupid shows.
yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah, but it's why.
Bro.
Why do you need to continue doing that? Oh, because my son or my daughter, they feel a connection.
Man.
Stop. No, it's not.
No. I can understand breastfeeding a baby because it can't walk to the fridge to grab a glass of milk. You know,
Right.
like I get that.
Yeah.
But if your kid's about to go ride his bike and go play Nintendo with his friends, he doesn't need a slurp of the titty before he goes out for energy.
Mom, I
It's not a
need a
Red
drink
Bull.
before I go.
Yeah,
I need
it's not a
drink.
Red Bull, bro. Like I don't know. You draw a line some point, and I would say that if you can walk, we're done. Like that's it. That it's
I
over.
agree.
That's it.
Especially at that age, it becomes really difficult, right? I mean, the kid is 8. He has a play date. You can't give him a sip of it. You have
Without
to give
giving.
his
Well, that's why you got
friends
2
as well.
boobs. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Just
Wait a
that.
minute. My mind is blown right now.
If you have twins,
Well, that's what I was just gonna say.
Oh.
Is what? Okay. Is that why we have 2 nipples? Is because
And it's the same for animals, right? That's usually the max amount of what is it? What they call kids or children you have, and it's the big
Offspring.
It's the offspring is dictated by the nipples.
wait for real.
that's
So
how-
we have 2 boobs in case if we had twins.
yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
No.
it's the same,
For real?
It's the same
No.
for animals.
Why do we have?
No, that
On
can't be
Facebook.
right.
On Facebook, Spade. That's another
No,
list
no,
you're
no,
going
no.
on.
Now they're not on Facebook. Now we reported you for you. Thanks.
I got the stupidest answers. So humans tend to have 2 nipples because that's what primates tend to have because of our evolutionary history.
So yeah, it can't be because of twins. Because then you have triplets, and then you have to create extra milk.
Yeah, but they're using that wouldn't way back when that wasn't a natural phenomenon.
Right. Yeah, twins was super rare.
Yeah.
Do you ever see those stories of how the Native Americans did that with breastfeeding? Is how the child would drink the milk of every woman.
Really?
Yeah.
That can be healthy.
Why not?
Why not?
Because it's in sync with the kid. It gives you particular things. in
They're
the
all
body, you know?
any woman can start creating breast milk. You don't have to have a baby.
Yeah.
Any woman.
Yeah, but isn't it more in sync with the kid you have?
No.
It means nothing.
No.
It means nothing.
You could buy pre-done breast milk right now online. Like you could buy it in jugs. I don't know what you would do with it. Like if you're just like your search history. I hope you're not on Facebook again because they're gonna be like, you're looking up girls in the 60s. You're looking up breast milk. This is a weird. This guy's weird. He's in Belgium. I can't touch him.
You can actually freeze it and keep it for a pretty amount of time. And
Have
it's
you
still
ever had breast milk? It is disgusting.
Yeah.
Never.
No.
It is
I don't know.
gross, bro. It's
Kind of sweet.
yeah, it is. It's not good.
It's been a while since I've been at a McDonald's, so next time I'll ask.
I've never had breast milk. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to try it for a while. I've been reading reviews online. Can you tell me?
Just walk in. I'm really, really thirsty, and give him that look.
I'll give you a 4 or a 5 star if it's good.
How much for a sip? $5? How much?
You do
I wonder
like
if
a
you
little
could start a
shot.
business that way. Just start selling your breast milk.
Yeah, I mean you could buy it online. I don't know what the sell value are. It can't be high. I mean, how much is breast? Oh my god, I'll look it up. How much is breast milk sell value?
Oh, and the next thing is I want to know is, do they make stuff of it, like pastry or something? Do they make
There's people making cakes out of their
No.
yeast. Yes.
$3. It's $3 per ounce.
Oof, that's expensive. But then again, how many ounces can a person produce in one sitting?
Depending on the woman.
But depending on her jugs. Is that why they're called milk jugs?
Ding, ding, ding.
And some have not even the size, but some have a quicker production of an ex of mine had it, and she would just have fed the baby. And
So then why do we create milk? Men.
we can lactate as well.
Why?
You can?
Yeah, why?
Because it's the same thing.
But we don't have any nutritional value in ours. But why do we Why
Man
can't
can
we
lactate, yeah.
No, I get it, but why? Why can we?
It's a remnants of something in the womb where it started off the same as a woman.
Well, we're all female, right? It's just that one chromosome that makes us male. So
You always start off female.
So if you can use breast milk to make pastry, is that why they call it cupcakes?
what?
No?
No.
Huh.
I thought it was because it's the size of a cup, because it's the shape of a cup.
I think they call it a cupcake because it's a cup of cake.
Of cake, yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? And then you have mini cupcakes, which is a mini version of a cake.
Yeah, like the A cups and the B cups. I get it.
Yeah, but cupcakes and cakes usually have different recipes. So it's not true. Unless you took a cake and a cup, and then you put the cup on the cake, and now you got a true cupcake.
That makes sense.
Actually,
My mom used to take her breast milk, and she would...
Oh, boy.
My mom would take breast milk when she was pregnant with my brother, Michael. And she would put up shampoo bottles and take I'm going to sound old. Do you remember toothpaste used to have caps on it instead of a flip cap? So you twist it off. Can you still buy toothpaste like that?
I don't think so. Unless of course it's the old natural ones, because I don't think they have the flip top ones.
Okay, so she would take those and put those on top of the shampoo bottles and then shoot them off with her breast milk.
No, she didn't. There's that much pressure.
Yep.
So it's like squeezing a water bottle
over a coffee table.
Wow.
Like urine?
Weirdly
That's
specific.
distant. Has your
Boob
ex
milk.
shot things
Boob
over a
milk.
coffee table? How do you know that? What are you looking up? How do you know that you can shoot it over a coffee table? I had at least a backstory with mine. You just said shoot it over a coffee table.
Yeah. An ex of mine, and she had that much back pressure on it, it would start leaking out. We even bought her those special cups to put in her bra and everything, and she would get a lot of breast milk. And if the baby started crying or with she had
was
to
just
go
shooting it.
into it to relieve it because the pressure, it hurt her that much. And it was
I thought you said when the baby started crying, she would squirt it over the coffee table into the baby's
no,
mouth.
no, no, no.
I was like,
No,
yo,
but
and you got aim? So you got distance and aim? Shit.
No. At a certain point in time, she was breastfeeding, and the other breast shut out the milk, and it went clear over the coffee table.
Did it turn you on?
I could do.
It did turn you on. See? See? I don't know. It's weird, bro. It's just weird.
Oh,
Did you ever end up doing a competition? You sitting next to your ex?
Get it in my mouth.
Let's see who can shoot the furthest. No?
Oh, him versus her. You ain't got that kind of distance.
No, but it's if they're pregnant and you're having sex as well.
He has
it
no
probably
sense of humor today.
leaking.
Matthew, zero sense of humor. He's so serious. Why so serious, bro?
No particular reason. I'm just
Serious all the time?
no.
He's backed up.
He's got 4 years of pent up jizz, bro. That's
It's a bucket load.
Mm.
I could probably manage the coffee table by now.
You thought you had range. Watch this, mama.
Ding.
Right into the baby's mouth.
Pastries,
Right into the
pastries
baby's
you
mouth.
can make. You have no idea the amount of cakes he can make.
You didn't catch what I said. I said right into the baby's mouth.
That's why I was like,
Ah, what are you gonna do?
How about you can make him pick?
Oh,
and